Yeah. Well, it looks like you're in a good mood. That's good.
I took a 5-hour energy
Oh, cool.
today
Nobody gives an ass.
for the first time. For the first time.
I want to
in like
hear
4
you in your
months.
good mood. Just kidding. What happened?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Listen, dude. What's your temperature going to be today?
Oh, for home?
Yeah.
Did you have thunderstorms last night?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I mean like even like in the evening, we had like lightning and thunder all night, like starting at like 4.
Oh, no.
It was awesome.
No. We didn't do none of that. I didn't partake in your thunderstorms.
No, nerd.
I don't want any of that. I said no to the thunderstorms yesterday. Now listen.
I get 53 today.
You get 53?
Yeah.
Check this out. Up there in Fredonia,
92.
65.
Nice.
96% chance of rain. But what I'm aiding is Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday are all in the 30s.
Crap.
Hold on, man. I get why people jump off bridges.
I have an 87% chance of precipitation. And then I get 42, 41, 39, 44, 43, 44, 45, 40, or 52, 56, 57, 60, 61.
Yeah, buddy.
But that's like 3 weeks away.
Cool, man. Cool. Good. All right.
All right.
I gotta wake up, man. You should have brought in me a 5-hour energy. Coffee just doesn't do it anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
You got tolerance to it now.
Man. I get it. It's like you got to like the drug. It needs to get heavier.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I wish there was some sort of
drug,
like a different kind of coffee that woke you up more, but it wasn't a drink. It was more like something that you could really streamline into your system.
You mean like cocaine?
I mean, I didn't say it.
I mean, if that's what you're saying, I'm sure one of our listeners does it. I mean, it's probably right. I mean, not ratio, but
yeah. I mean, statistically,
there's got to be one of our listeners that do it.
Yeah.
Who do you think? If you had to guess one,
if I had to guess,
yeah, we can do it on 1, 2, 3, and then say the name.
Okay.
And by the way, don't take offense. First of all, don't take offense if we didn't say your name.
That's a weird one to get offended at.
And don't take offense if we do think you're a cokehead.
Yeah. You're not allowed to be offended.
Oh, I got 2.
I only have 1. Hold on. Let me get a second one.
But now I don't want them to be offended.
Well, they're not going to be offended.
Okay. Are we going to go 1, 2, 3 and then say?
Okay. Yeah, I got it. I got my 2.
Okay, so we're just doing 1 though right now.
We're just doing 1 right now.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, Lindsay.
Oh.
I thought Lindsay would be a cokehead.
Oh, I could see that.
All right, let's do your next one. 1, 2, 3,
Noah.
Andrea.
Oh.
And AF mommy, dude. Right? She's got some
energy.
She does, man. Her eyeballs. Did you look at her eyeballs?
Hard to miss them.
Oh my God, they're amazing looking.
Yeah, they're so big and beautiful.
Terribly big and beautiful.
They look right into your soul.
They
I told
really
her all
do.
my secrets.
I told her to stop looking at me because she's freaking me out and turning me on at the same time. I didn't know what to do.
That's my favorite kind of horny.
What'd you do if you had to pick your fantasy plus your biggest fear? Because I always remember. I think we did this years ago, and I always remember the one dude calling up and saying, Natalie Portman in the shower with me with spiders coming out of the shower head.
Oh, that would be terrible.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if I have like a legitimate fear like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you do. You're such
I know.
a
I don't know what it is.
Okay, well, give me your fantasy. Smeared in caca. Whoa, we got deep quick.
That's the fantasy.
That's what I mean.
Oh God. What is my fantasy?
Getting a fistful of hot sauce.
Yep. That, or you know what? Just making love for conception.
That's the Christian way. Okay, wait a minute for real. Let me hear your fantasy, you little freak.
It's so hard because like every fantasy that I've had, once you've been married,
me.
Yeah, they all involve Jake.
No,
and
boy, your face is red.
But like once you've been with somebody for as long as I've been, and as long as you've been with Angie, your fantasies just you try them eventually.
Yeah, but what would it be? Like, let's get one.
I wasn't ready for this.
It's early, right?
I probably some sort of like
gonorrhea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly the gonorrhea. Oh, you know what we never done? Dressing room.
Okay.
I would like to make love in a dressing room.
Listen, I'm going to tell you.
Mainly at a Kohl's.
I've done that. And
have you really?
Mine was at a JCPenney. Do they still do JCPenney's?
I think they're still around.
We were in TC and Angie, she was going away for the weekend. I'm like,
I ain't gonna miss this.
Yeah, and so we went and got lunch, and I'm like, let's run into Penny's and act like we're trying on stuff. Hey, no, that's not your fan. Well, maybe that's part of your fantasy. But yours would be okay. This is what I would say.
You tell me what makes me real horny.
Okay, I would say, Sydney Sweeney in a dressing room.
Okay,
with you.
I'm down with all this already.
But the dressing room has a toilet and you're pooping and all the coworkers are watching.
Ooh,
because that mixes your greatest fear.
Okay. I'm not afraid of pooping in front of people. I've done it. I don't like it.
Could you poop into a stall next to me?
I wouldn't enjoy it, but yeah, if I had to. Well, who would enjoy it? That's a weird statement. Be like, that would really do it for me.
I'd really like to poop by my buddy.
Be weird if we held hands under the stall.
And now I want to hear people fantasies for real. I want your real fantasy. Like you call us, you tell us what it really, or you probably won't call. Just text us 71090.
Let me guess yours.
Okay. Oh God. This is hard. This is a little difficult.
You'd be making love to
Angie.
Let's say Natalie Portman.
I like her too.
Or Lindsey Graham.
Who's that?
Did I screw up?
You mean Helen Hunt?
No. A different Graham. Heather Graham, not Lindsey Graham.
Oh, Heather Graham. That's good.
Lindsey Graham is a congressman. Okay. There's your fear. The little ladybugs. You. In the middle of the ocean, and then a submarine.
Yes!
Pops
oh my
up.
God! Yes! Yes! Well, that is like one of my big fears. That or like a big ship just goes right by us while all that's happening. Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't even know.
But the only passengers are your dad looking down at you, saying he's disappointed.
We're going, yay! Either way, terrible.
Half and half.
Oh, what a yeah, that is a big fear of mine. Yeah, I hate it. I don't like water's big and deep.
I hate the idea. Like, I'm not afraid of the whole like something big coming out of it, but when I see those pictures of like people like where there's just nothing and you can't see the bottom underneath their legs, I assume that a squid or something is just gonna come grab me.
Did you see this? Like, speaking of squid, what like this? Oh my God! You got to see this.
Is it that squid with the super long tentacles that they found by like the oil refinery?
Yeah, a mile and a half down into the ocean.
Yeah,
you can find some strange looking creatures. This unknown squid has only been filmed a dozen or so times and has not been positively identified yet.
Yeah, this thing freaks me out.
Chances are you're not going to be too far off from one of the most fascinating squids in the deep, deep sea.
Look at this.
These alien-like creatures have been mostly observed hovering around the 2 to 3 kilometer.
Yeah, its legs are so long. Its tentacles. They're just so long. I hate those things.
Dude, that's crazy to think that there are things in the ocean that we just don't know.
Yeah, the ocean's really upsetting.
It's terrifying.
It's really upsetting.
There are things in the bottom of the ocean that just love dark.
They like dark, pressure, cold.
Can they see anything?
No.
Wow.
Have you ever seen those anglerfish?
Yeah, those
Those
are
come out
terrifying.
of nightmares.
Yeah. Hey, did you ever watch the movie
Finding Nemo? Yeah,
Yeah,
a few times.
yeah. Okay, good. The Descent.
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
I thought it was incredible. Did they ever make a Descent 2?
Yeah, but it's not. They shouldn't have.
Yeah, I bet.
Well, because okay, so the Descent has an interesting story on why, like the differences.
Yeah.
So it's a British horror movie.
Which, by the way, was my idea. No.
No, yours was As Above As Below.
Yes,
The one where
the
you go through the
catacomb.
catacombs.
Scary low, and there was creatures that I remember saying that you couldn't really see.
So that's every horror film.
Yeah, but still,
you could say the same thing about Jaws.
It was ripped. I said it out loud, and that was the problem. I said it out loud at
Dang it.
Specs Howard School of Broadcast
Dang it,
Arts.
Zuckerberg, he probably recorded it.
I bet. Wait, Zuckerberg made this?
I don't know.
Oh.
I just blame Zuckerberg for pretty much everything now.
Yeah.
But the British version just has an ending with her in the cave, like mentally broken. Like she believes that she's at a birthday party with her daughter that died.
Right.
And then these creatures close in on her. That's the end of that movie.
And it looks like at the end of the movie, she escaped and she went and saw that.
See, no, that was the U.S. version. So they had two versions of it, and so they had like the escape, and then it came back, and she wakes up, and then
Hang on really quick.
That's what it is.
There's probably a lot of people that have no idea what we're talking about with the Descent. The Descent are these cave divers. These like four girls
They
that
go spelunking.
they're spelunking in these caves and go into these small claustrophobic.
Caverns, yeah.
I don't know anybody that gets off on that. It's ridiculous.
They're gross.
But anyway, when they get down there, they get lost and they find these creatures are starting to stalk them.
Yeah, they're basically like people, but you know
Scarier.
they're scarier.
They walk
eat
on
people.
walls.
Yeah,
And the one that I saw is all of her friends die,
Yep.
and then it shows her jumping into a car, leaving, getting help or whatever, and then she's at her kid's birthday party or whatever, and then she wakes up and you realize, oh, that didn't happen, and you see all these creatures closing in on her, but she was like imagining it.
okay, that you might have saw the British version.
Okay, then what was the U.S. version?
The U.S. version was her getting out, and then that her friend that slept with her husband
Okay.
was in the passenger seat, and she was dead looking,
Okay.
and she screamed, and then that was the end.
Well, that
because-
end sucks.
Yeah, so they said for the U.S. version, they were like, no, U.S. audiences need
More.
they need like an ending where they can turn it into a sequel. So they had to completely retcon the UK version, say that just didn't happen, where she was just stuck in the cave yet, and just say like, oh, the US version happened, and they had a sequel.
So is the sequel left off where she's still alive?
Yeah, where she's still alive and she got
hell
out.
would
I
she
know.
get away? There was like thousands of them coming in on her.
Yeah. Well, they didn't do that in the US version.
Oh,
They had
yeah.
it so she got out.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Confused.
Super dumb.
I'm tired. Well, what's up? What are you going to do? You want to play some song and then come back?
Play a song, come on back, I guess.
Let's do that.
Bing, bing, bong.
Hey, the Appleton area Mime group's coming in the 7 o'clock hour. Going to be playing some games with us to give away some things that we have to give away.
Oh,
They're actually waiting in the parking lot. They got here early. They were here when I got here.
Is that what they were doing?
Just miming.
They were way out in the field when I got here. Yeah. Nothing scarier than watching 22 mimes looking like they were recreating the battle from Braveheart.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Super exciting. I don't know how we're going to get them all in here, to be honest.
Hey, I want to talk. I want to know if your partner, not you, Tanner, but I'm just asking this out loud, whoever's listening, knows how many people that you've actually slept with. If that's a conversation that you've had. Honestly, here, text us, because nobody's going to call on this. 71090. What is the what's
your number? And then what's the number your partner thinks it is?
Yeah, actually, if you can calculate in your head what your number is, what is it and what they think it is? Or maybe the conversations never came up, or maybe it has. How many's too many for you? Like if Kayla was like, hey, this, if she rattled off like 14 guys, 22 guys. Like,
well, since I met her when she was 15 years old.
Yeah.
If she would have been like 30, I would have been like, whoa.
Yeah, but okay. Well, let's take Kayla out of it. Let's just say you're married.
Like I met her in my 20s.
Yeah, this is different for us. But yeah, you meet her and she's 25 years old. She went through college and everything, and then you find out that when she was in college, she slept with
I
37 guys.
Yeah, that feels like a lot. That's probably a lot. Yeah, that's probably anything over 20.
I mean, it's not like you would leave her, but wouldn't you be like, Jesus?
Well, just the odds that I'm gonna be at even in the top 5,
right,
are gonna be way low.
Way low.
Oh,
yeah. But then also you got to think, dude, if she's rattling off 37, she ain't remembering.
Yeah, that's my thing too. Is if they say 37, the odds is that number's higher,
right?
Because you just don't remember a few.
He told me before he slept with me, I was number 19. What just a cocky thing to say.
That is odd.
That's funny if that's your nickname around the house, like your pet name. You call him Babe, and he's like, hey, 19. My wife knows I've slept with over 50, and she slept with one guy, but maybe she's lying. That's funny, isn't it? That men like to say a bigger number and women don't usually want to say a bigger number.
Yeah, that's just a stigma that's gone through. It's the same thing of like, if a man has a big number, it's like, wow, that's really good. But if a woman does, that makes her a whore. But ancient Chinese proverbs.
Sure.
A key that opens many locks is a good key. But a lock that opens for any key is a terrible lock.
Ooh. I don't know what that means. Well, my brain half followed.
The key is the penis and the lock is the vagina.
In what? In your sentences?
Yeah, so a key that can open any lock.
Why don't you just say vagina?
But that's what makes a proverb. A key that can open any lock, that's a great key. But a lock that opens to just any key, it's a terrible lock.
That's so confusing.
How is that a confusing statement?
Well, just say penis and vagina if you're going to do it.
But then what's the opening? What's the metaphor?
Well, just try it.
A penis that opens any...
No.
Yeah, no, I don't like any of that.
He's never asked 12. You've been with 12, but he's been with 3. This is how... Okay, it's got to be in college, right? It can't be just it can't be just like around the neighborhood before you met him.
I guess bars. You just go to bars and you're just slamming. That would be rough if my wife's number was real high, because we've always kind of stayed around my area, and it's like, dude, that's like 10% of your class.
And I know all these guys. We all go to the Denny's.
All of them.
My number is 5. My husband and I have had this conversation, and I think his number is high. We've never officially gotten to his number, but I've also told him I don't want to know. He thinks I assume it's higher than it is, but I don't really know. And that's funny too, because that dude probably a little bit wants you to think, this is how guys are. They want you to think that it is a little higher. Why? Because he wants you to know that he settled
I'm desirable.
I'm desirable, but I'm with you.
Yes.
You know that.
You won.
I could go.
Yeah.
I could go, but I picked you. You did say something really interesting, though. This was a couple days ago. And I don't know if I've said it to Angie yet, but I need to. When you ask for a boob pic, women should feel special.
Yeah, there's unlimited porn on the internet.
Unlimited.
Unlimited amounts of porn on the internet, and I want to see your body. It's a compliment.
That is a compliment.
Yeah.
And if you don't see that, maybe we need to have a conversation with the therapist. My number is in the 50s. My wife is less than 10. Pics or it didn't happen.
But what,
50s?
I assume a man.
So exhausting.
Yeah. But to me, that's got to be like, okay, well, he's probably only had sex 50 times before he met his wife. You know what I mean?
Well, you would have to if it's in the 50s.
But it's not like these women aren't calling back. You know what I mean? It's a one and done kind of deal.
Oh.
Where a woman, so a guy's number is in the 50s, right?
That's
but
50.
he's never, let's say it's 54, but he's never had a serious girlfriend.
Right.
That means he's probably had sex 60 times in his life. But
how are you saying that?
Because if these 50 women, if he never had a real serious girlfriend, he probably only slept with each one on average once.
Oh, I guess that's the way I was looking at this.
But if a woman is like, oh, I've only slept with 3 men, but they were both serious boyfriends, she's definitely had more sex than him.
Yeah, probably. I guess I was looking at it as just how many partners have you had.
Yeah.
Not rather how many
times. That's what I'm saying. That's a lot of partners, but he's not doing it as much.
Yeah, what are you getting at?
What I'm saying is I would feel worse if it's oh God, I've only had sex 12 times, but she's had sex hundreds, if not thousands of times, because she was with her first boyfriend for 3 years.
And there's probably more of an emotional connection.
They were
See,
boyfriend and girlfriend. They lived together and say 3-4 times a week for 2 years.
That's dumb.
Hundreds of times.
I'm getting mad for this. I'm getting mad now.
Yeah. This, the guy who's 12. Wait, but hers is 12 and his is 3.
Listen, if you, text line 71090, if you found out your guy slept with over 50 women, how would that make you feel? Honestly, for a woman, because I want to know, for a man, I think it would, if it was over 50, I think that would be weird. And I think there could be more anger rather than...
Well, it depends on when she lets you know. So in the beginning of the relationship, I would assume if she's like, oh, I've been with 50 men. In the beginning of the relationship, before there's a real emotional connection, he's like, great, I'm going to be able to do some weird stuff. We're going to be spitting butter on each other. It's going to be great. But if it's she tells you it's
true.
It's
Dude,
3.
That's so true. That's so true. Wouldn't you be so mad too if she's like, I just want to let you know, I'm settling. I'm really like you.
Yeah.
And you're really open. And it's I've been with 61 guys. I'm clean and everything.
Yeah.
In my head. And then you go home and it's just really boring.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no,
you're lying to me.
Why are you choosing to be boring?
Yeah.
So I bring this out and I'm the weirdo?
Where are your whips, your handcuffs, your masks? Where are your feather tails? What's going on? But if you were if Angie came up to you now and just be like, well, my number's actually 50, and now that you have kids and an emotional connection, you'd be like, ugh!
It'd be hurtful. Because then you would start going, and you couldn't help it. Who? And then you'd start thinking, where?
Yeah, where?
What?
How? Every time does she go to the gas station, does she tick another one on her flipping belt?
My husband thinks my 30 is bad. But he was a football player in college, and he has over 150, according to him. Yeah, I just don't believe it. I feel like it would have fell off.
Yeah, but that's only one each. That's saying maybe
that went through 150 women.
In 4 years, only having sex 150 times?
Yeah, but with 150 different women.
Yeah, that's a lot.
How do you not look at, like, dude, the Russian roulette of disease?
Oh, well, yeah.
What am I going to get today?
Yeah.
Hopefully something curable.
Hopefully it itches, but it's only a pill. Like,
jeez,
it's not a bad one. But that's what I'm saying, though. In 4 years, 150, he only made love 25 times a year. That doesn't feel right.
Mine is 126, and my wife is 30. Damn! What a whore!
Both of you.
Well, no, it's just
when did you guys meet each
that's
other?
What I meant. I meant both of you. But 30, even for me, 30 seems like a lot for a woman and a man, both. But definitely 30 for a woman seems a high number.
My wife and I know one of her old friends. She went from like 5 leaving high school to like 30 before, like right after high school. Like,
you're talking about like a university or just out of high school?
Just out of high school. Like she just ran it up. And it's like, wow, that's a lot.
Who is this?
A friend of Kayla and mine.
Oh.
We went to school with her. And
can I see her? Because I want to see if she looks like one of those girls that
100% she does.
I want to be like, oh yeah, no, I get it. Trains every weekend.
Oh yeah, yeah. She doesn't believe in flying. She only likes to take the train.
I bet. Big universities, college is a different style. Chicks sleeps more than they admit to guys. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the difference. Is I think men will lie up.
Yeah, to impress.
And women will lie down to make themselves feel better. Like, I'm not a whore.
Yeah, there's just more, I think maybe more responsive. Maybe you look at it different for women because it is a big risk, not only with disease, but it's also a big risk as they can have somebody's kid that they don't know, and then they got to take care of that kid, and the guy doesn't really have to be there.
That is so true. It does really suck for women that the consequence of sex stays with them.
Yeah.
Like, it's with
a big consequence, too.
Big one.
Big responsibility.
The worst sexually transmitted disease is a kid.
Mine is 5. My husband is 1. Is the one with you?
Those women freak me out more than anything. The women that prefer their men to be virgins. Those
I know one of those. You do too.
Yeah, those freak me out. Like,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you like?
Say the name, I bet you won't.
I won't. You win. You win that bet. I don't know what it is, but you got it. I gotta find this lady now. She's not a lady. Probably had sex with like 75 people by now, and she's probably only 20.
How do you know that though? Because you can just tell.
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah.
Oh, I guess small town. You're
small
gonna hear.
Town. Yeah.
She's just cool with that.
Like, I guess. Yeah. You know what really sucks?
I mean, after 50, what can you do?
That's who I am. 50, it's not even like why keep track.
Right.
Like, who cares? Like cats. Like, you got 10 cats. Who cares if you got 12 or 13 now? You've already have too many.
How many cats? A lot.
A lot. At that point, it's like, I got a lot. Let's put it this way. I ain't no prude when it comes to the cat world.
When I asked, is the one with you, because the husband only had one, she said. And then her answer was yes, but it's not a weird preference. What does that mean?
Like they prefer it. Like, she's not saying like I was looking like when he said he's a virgin. It's like, that's weird to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those ugh. The women or the men that prefer virgins, you're gross. I think that's gross.
That's a weird thing to seek. I mean, if it happens, that's fine. But that's a weird thing to seek out.
Like as a thing.
Yeah.
That's up there for me as people who are into feet.
Yeah,
people are gross to me.
That's a weird one. That's a weird thing that you can make money on that. I'm going to look into that. I might just start snapping pics of, because that's not bad at all.
That's what I have been
Feet
telling
pics.
my wife to sell pictures of her, because I think her feet are adorable. I would never want to make love to them, but I like her feet. And I was like, I think you can make some real money on those feet. Why not? They're just
You
feet.
probably do that on OnlyFans. Dude, it's just such I'm not even good at TikTok. It's just such a process.
Well, yeah, but you put it into your wife's court. It's big here.
And my wife's what?
Court. Like,
Oh.
it's not her doing it, or it's not us having to.
Yeah,
to
but she's
manage.
not. She's definitely not gonna. I would have to manage it, and then I would have to be the one talking back and forth to the guys.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. I'll put a dreamsicle in between my toes if you need it.
Damn it! I'm just so sad.
And then eventually Angie's like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, we have a clientele, and then you're shaving your feet, and you're like, I guess I can do this. No, your
real.
feet
How
can
many-
never pass off as a lady's feet.
No. How many OnlyFans are feet? That does it.
Yeah, how many are feet only?
Oh God! Oh, this is perfect. How to make money selling feet? Make $200.
How much?
Make $200 a day selling feet pics.
Day?
Okay.
That's $6,000 a month.
Okay, check this out. Selling feet pics on feetfinder.com.
Feet Finder. I'm texting my wife right now.
Just sharing your feet pictures on OnlyFans isn't enough.
Well, yeah, but if there's a
You need an
feetfinder.com,
audience.
you are going to start selling
It is difficult on OnlyFans.
of your feet. Okay. I just let her know. Not like, do you wanna? I said, you're gonna start doing this.
She's yours.
Well, the feet are at least.
No, all
You
of
can
it.
have the rest of the body. Yeah. But if I want to make money on those feet, on those little tootsies,
If you tell a high number, if you tell a girl a high number and you get into a serious relationship with them, they like the idea of, oh, this makes sense too. They like the idea of changing you. So now they're the only one for you.
oh,
My little sister paid half her tuition by selling feet pics.
half a tuition. God, that's also weird to say. My little sister did that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Because regardless if your little sister is 25,
yeah.
just say your sister.
I'm going to look up some feet pics, see if it does anything for me. Sexy.
We know a guy that was really into feet pics.
25 pic ideas. Okay, I'm going to just see if this does anything for me. Nope. No. This just does not do anything for me.
I was an intern for the guy that was really into feet.
Who?
Tommy.
He was?
Oh, yeah. He was pretty open about it, too. He'd always be online, like, shopping for shoes for his wife. He'd be like,
It just seems like a lot. You got to get in. You got to get the lighting. Then you got to do different things with the feet, and then you got to post them. And what are you posting them?
on Feet Finder.
Well, dude, I was just looking at this. It seems to be like an ordeal. Like, you got to really work this, man. You just can't go to Feet Finder and then it just be done. You got to do it all this. It's like you got to manage this. And again, Angie's not managing this. This becomes my ordeal. Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's an extra $73,000 a year.
What if we do this? What if you and I go in business together of our wives' feet? And then we can
It sounds like you've already made it a point to say that Angie's not going to do it and you don't want to do it. So now it sounds like you just want to get on the ground floor so I can take a bunch of pictures of my wife's feet and you get half.
listen.
We're going to have Angie and Kayla interlock their toes.
Dude, seriously. if I let Angie do this,
She's been really chomping at the bit
She
to do
has
this,
been.
huh?
I need help as you manage the site.
So I become a foot pimp?
I want to be hands off.
Wait, are you like my foot pimp assistant?
I want to be hands off. I want to deliver the feet pics to you.
You're my silent foot partner?
Yes. And then
I gotta get my hands dirty? Feet pimp?
dude,
Be fun to add to my resume, I'll tell you that.
I gotta ask you.
There's Ram, assembler,
You good?
radio host, foot pimp.
Feet pics. Hey, I'm gonna find a picture really quick of Angie's feet,
Okay, I'm gonna get Kayla to send me a picture of her feet.
and then I want to. Oh yeah. And then I want to see if people will buy them. Can you send a pic of your feet?
She's gonna be sleeping.
Research.
She's
She's probably not going to.
She got up with Griffin last night. Well, first I did, because she got home at like midnight from work, and then Griffin got up at 12:30 for some stupid reason.
Just to say hey.
Yeah, just to be like, hey, hey, I'm up.
I'm here.
That's pretty much all he does.
Okay, let me see if I can. I'm sorry. I don't take a lot of feet pictures of Angie.
I like Kayla's feet. Kayla doesn't like her feet, but I love them.
Look at this kid. He's not happy.
No, he's not.
That's when I got attacked at. I took a picture of Dewey when he was like, I don't know, very little.
That looks like a year.
Yeah.
About a year.
And he's standing in the road, and I was just hanging out with him, and I took a picture, and I got ripped apart.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, oh, you let your kid just play in the road?
I remember that.
Terrible dad.
I remember Kayla was like, hey, we should take pictures. I was like, all right, I ain't posting any pictures of my kids in the car anymore. Because it doesn't matter where I have that the cross strap, it's never high enough. I can have it under their chin and be like, that's actually supposed to be a little higher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and why are you taking a picture? Well, I'm not moving. Yeah, but you were thinking about it.
Yeah. You're in the driver's seat, and if you were drunk and they saw that, you would be pulled over for a DUI. And how dare you drink with your kids in the car and be like, whoa, that escalated. God. Internet moms are the absolute worst. Every last one of them. Well, not everyone, but most of them. And we all know who they are. They're the ones that
are internet moms.
Are stay-at-home moms. Yeah. Stay-at-home moms whose kids are in school are the worst.
Love you. Have a great day. We got to go.
Get some clients for your feet. Feets are us.
She never said no. Check it out. I said, okay, would you want to... I go, hey...
just tell her we have the potential to make an extra $73,000 a year.
An extra $73,000 a year. Look at, I think she might be down with it because she goes, I go, hey, listen, you good selling your feet pics, right? Okay. Send me a pic of your feet. She goes, not now, going to work.
That doesn't sound like I know.
And I go, okay, no problem. Hey, question, would you want to sell them? She goes, I hate my feet.
Yeah, that's not a no.
And I go, well, we're doing it. Love you. Have a great day. She goes, I need a new petty then.
Oh, then she's on board now. Who is this Angie? And why is she down with everything you say to her lately? I want to get bees. Go for it. Let's get chickens. I think you should. Let's sell pictures of your feet. Yeah, I just need a pedicure.
No,
is she about to leave you?
Why are you saying that?
I don't know. I just wanted to throw you into a spiral this early in the morning.
It just spun me out, man. All right, we gotta go.
She's probably not leaving you.
Probably not.
Like a 40% chance she's not.
Dude, has my hair ever changed? I'm back in 2014 when we did
and that's what I admire about you.
It's never... I don't like this look, Lo. I want
What the hell do you mean you don't like this look? You've been doing it for 28 years.
I want a different... I want to do something different.
What? What do you want to do different? Every time I tell you to
bald,
do...
Right?
You want to do like a George Costanza?
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody could pull it off, it's you.
Thank you. We got... Why do I want you same shape of body that I did... Dude, look
because you don't have a new body. You didn't get a new body.
Look at these board shorts.
Dude, dope.
You like those board shorts?
I like long shorts. I don't care what anybody says.
I like that you like things that are not cool.
I don't
love
care
that.
what's cool anymore. I'm 30. I've figured
Who
out.
you impressing?
Yeah, the kids ain't gonna find me cool ever again.
No.
And they never did. So
yeah, I mean, you could even have a radio. You could even be number one in the ratings.
And they're still gonna be like, look at this nerd.
Yeah, look at him do radio. You might as well just do something that's old. Too.
I mean, look
like,
at this. You and I got into this career and no kids think it's cool.
Right.
Jerks. Jerk kids. Hate them.
Jeez, oh Pete, I gotta get out of this. This is all right. We gotta go. Shut up. Stop talking for a second. Keywords for cash. We do that at 9 a.m. Your chance of $250. Yep. Fridays we give away 1,000 with that. Fun stuff. Just hear the keyword and text it in. That's it. Pretty simple, I would think. But what do I know? It is a Jake and Tanner show. Gilbert Godfrey died.
I saw that. That was very sad.
Did you see the picture that he posted in January of Louis
Armstrong?
No, is that who that is? The
who died?
comedian?
He was on. He did Family Feud for a while.
Him and Bob Saget. So Godfrey, Louis, Bob Saget, and Godfrey posted a picture of those three together and said it's so sad and crazy that these two are not in my life any longer. And then 4 months later, or whatever, he's dead.
Holy cow!
You don't know who he is.
I keep forgetting who Bob Saget died.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Gilbert Gottfried. I mean, he's said some pretty weird things before, but like he was fine. He was Iago from Aladdin.
Hi, you schmucks! No! 1,000 times! No! Boy, Jafar's gonna be happy to see you. I did no preparation. I just went in and had fun with it.
When she heard that Phileas...
I mean, I don't know.
He read 50 Shades of Grey, which was still
funny.
the funniest.
And no, Louis Anderson. That is not Armstrong.
Who is Louis Armstrong?
I think that
Isn't
guy's
that
land
a
on the
black
moon.
trumpet player?
Yeah.
Like literally the opposite of Louis Anderson.
I don't know, man. Godfrey, of course, is. It's weird, man, when people die. Like, because.
Well, he was fairly young, too, 67.
Yeah.
I mean, he looked like he was in his late 70s, but it's 67.
It's just so final, I guess, because, like, I haven't thought about Gilbert in years. I mean, he was in some movies, Problem Child, Beverly Hills Cop. But it's like, I mean, yeah, I know, like, if he were to talk, I'd be like, oh, Gilbert. Well, so he's been, like, dead to me for a while because I've never, but now he's dead.
Yeah, and he hasn't really been working, but he had such an iconic voice.
Which wasn't his real voice. Do you want to hear his real voice?
Yeah, he did it for Stern, right?
I think so.
Everybody does everything for Stern.
Here, let's see if I can find it really quick.
Why I drink mushrooms.
Hang on, let's get past this commercial. Yeah, that's him. Can you believe it?
Oh,
it
he
sounds
really
like
did
Morgan
change.
Freeman.
Cartoon character. You are what look like him even before the bit of Gilbert. I have a point.
All right.
The Irish Gilbert as
Never! Look at this. Okay. There's a big surprise.
the Tonight Show. Just see Gilbert very serious during his clip.
Not making a sound.
I like when they start crying
He
during their
interrupts
own
everything
thing.
else.
All right.
That he sat and listened to.
Now listen to, in contrast, this is off the air Gilbert.
Oh.
This is Gilbert calling Gary from years ago on the answering machine.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is Gilbert's real voice. All right, just as scary.
Yes.
All right, but it's like a whole different guy.
Let
All
me
right,
hear
here it is.
Yeah, Gary, it's Gilbert.
You're kidding.
I'll probably be there tomorrow, but if you could call me up.
This is weird, right?
It is really weird to hear him not talk so aggressive.
I didn't know that was like from 40 years ago, though. Damn, that audio was terrible.
Yeah, Stern's been doing it forever. Forever.
Yeah. So, yeah. What was he? What was his character on Aladdin?
Iago.
Yeah, that's right. And definitely the Aflac insurance.
Why did he get kicked from that? You said something racist, right?
I think it was. Hold on. I think it was a tsunami. No.
Oh, he made fun of.
Yeah, the tsunami and earthquakes in Japan.
That's what it was. He made a joke about that. A lot of people had died. That's not as bad as saying something racist.
No, but what a great thing to do with his voice to stand out. Mm-hmm. I mean, because he got noticed
instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly by his voice.
He has a brand.
Yep.
Big time.
Also sucks if that voice was like painful to do. It sounds painful to do.
It does. Always screaming and that harsh.
And yeah, that kind of gargle.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he made. What was his net worth at the end? Gilbert Gottfried.
Can't be a ton, right?
Net.
I mean, probably, but
8.
Yeah, man, you would think it'd be more, right? $8. 8,000.
Oh, he was short.
How tall?
5'4".
Is that weird to think that he is as tall as 5 Subway sandwiches? That's weird, right? To think.
Take 5 meatball subs and plop it together, and it's like, this is what it's like standing next to. Everybody should be measured in Subway sandwiches.
Yeah.
5.5 Subway sandwiches.
Hey, what's going on?
So, good morning, my friend.
What's
so
happening?
Jake and Gilbert Gottfried are the same height.
Yeah.
5'4"? Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now, moving on here, you talked about changing your hairstyle. I mean,
Don't. That's not what we're doing.
We need a producer.
Really bad.
You could call Free Beer and Hot Wings, but they don't let you through because they got a producer.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird how that works? It's like, oh, you're the only show I can get through because there's no gate.
I mean, we like them. I don't know.
Don't change our topics.
We treat him so poorly.
And he's always there.
He's our punching bag.
He deserves it.
He's our mushroom tats.
What the hell did you just say?
What did you just say?
Mushroom tats?
Yeah. What did you just say? Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, but what are you trying to reference? Are you trying to reference a
Yeah.
It's a stamp, mushroom stamp.
Well, it's gonna be a tattoo, right? Hold on.
I mean, sure, words are just whatever you make of them, man. You can call anything anything.
Hey, it means power if you do a mushroom tat to someone. That's what you just said. I get that.
I mean, yeah. There's never been somebody that's not in power doing that.
You guys should do Who Does It Best game with that guy's voice. What? What do you mean?
And just figuring out which one of us can do his voice better. I can't. It sounds terrible. It sounds seconds of fun.
Sounds exhausting. Terribly exhausting. Stop telling us to do stuff.
It's so weird.
What?
Just call in and be like, this is what you should do. Do this.
I mean, do you want to?
Hey, yo, I'm Gilbert Gottfried. That's mine. What about yours?
Where to make yourself sound way older, Jake?
What the hell is happening today?
I don't know. Oh, because I said mushroom tat instead of stamp. First of all, we created that.
We invented that.
That had to be, how many years ago was that?
At least 40.
Oh, lordy. Lordy, lordy.
Lordy, lordy, loo.
I just tried in my car and I can't do it either.
Yeah, nobody can.
He's worse than a telemarketer. Hey, what's going on?
hey, you guys want to play Eggnator?
Yeah, sure.
I guess.
Oh, I think he was just doing. I get it. I think he's just trying to change stuff too, like everybody is doing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's
like
good.
and you just call us and tell us, I guess, what you want us to do. You're the one singular person.
All right, let's get out of here. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Hey man, is there anything that you said you would never do and then you ended up doing? I think a lot of women will say vans, minivans.
Yeah.
I never said that I wouldn't get a minivan.
Me neither.
I think people too, even if you're like, well, I have kid and I don't want a minivan. If you have kid, first of all, you're still missing out on not having a minivan.
You just don't understand how easy it is.
But I guess you can get away with one kid, no van.
But my thing is when you like friends,
right?
Like with friends with and you got kids, like you can throw 4 of their friends in the car with you.
Yeah, dude, it's easy.
If you want to go somewhere, it's like everybody hop in the van, and then
like we went and got that patio furniture, and I could have brought my truck, but the van, it fit right in and I could just close it.
My van has more storage than my truck.
Oh yeah, easy.
If I lay down all the seats, it's so much easier to bring things home in my van than it is my truck.
So what is it? What is something? Here, play along in the text line on this. Corks and Caps text line 71090, or you can call us. It's fine too. It's 2022 though, and I know a lot of people don't like doing that besides 3430.
Yeah. I assume a lot of them have to do with kids. Like,
could be.
Oh, I'm never gonna let my kids watch TV, and it's like, well, you do.
Yeah.
Or
yeah, I remember that.
I'm not gonna let my kids crawl into bed with me ever, and then you spend 5 years with your kid in your bed.
Or when people are young, I'm just not gonna have kids. I'm just not gonna do it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
866-916-0959. I said that I would never own a cat. And now I'm a cat person.
Dude, being a cat person is really fun.
It's easier than a dog.
So much easier.
And
you don't have to worry about anything. You just got to make sure the water and food is full, and boom, you can go for a week vacation. That's what we did with my cat.
Yeah.
For Florida, like the dog, I had to get my mom to come and take the dog for a week. The cat, all I said was, hey, on Wednesday, can you make sure she still has food?
I went over to my buddy's house this weekend, and I never touched or acknowledged their cats. And it was a long time since I've seen them. Mm-hmm. And then I went over there after having our cat for a while. And I was picking up the cat and playing and putting my nose in. It's just terrible.
Yeah, dude, cats are so fun. Cats are really fun. Dogs are fun too. But like, it's rarely ever do you have a cat where you're like, they're not friendly. Because if they're not, they're just not around.
Right.
Like they'll just not come up. Like my cat is she loves me and tolerates my wife and ignores my children. And it sucks because my son loves that cat so much. He screams and he smiles and he laughs every time he sees her, and she wants nothing to do with him.
That's a cat.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If I had a dog that was like, I want nothing to do with these kids, I would constantly be worried about the dog.
Right.
And just be like, I can't do this. Like our other dog we had, Whiskey, she was kind of biting at people. And I was like, oh, I got to get rid of this dog. Easy. I got to get rid of this dog because it's like, I can't deal with that. Not with cats.
Coming on the text line here, smoking weed was one. Said you'd never do, and you do it.
Yeah.
When I was real young, I said I'd never smoke weed. Now I smoke weed every day. We have 2 kids and 2 dogs. We got a Chevy Traverse instead of a van. Looks like the van inside, but not on the outside.
No,
yeah,
it's
but
not. No,
you're
it doesn't.
You're missing the doors, man.
Your Chevy Traverse, as much as you think looks like a van on the inside, it doesn't.
Is that what you had?
No, I had a Dodge Journey.
Stop. If you're just going to do something like that, just get the van. Stop being an idiot.
Yeah.
That's so annoying to me. That's so annoying. You know you want the van, but you're like, I don't want a van because then I'm just not going to be cool.
Yeah.
You're not cool. Nobody's even thinking about you. Just get the van.
Yeah, we got the Journey because we're like, oh, it's got 3rd row seating and it's a little SUV. It's like, well, just go buy a van.
Yeah,
it's going to get better
doing?
Gas mileage and it's going to have way more room. My wife was all against vans, and then we've gotten this one and she loves it.
When I was 20, I said I would never, ever, ever cover my arms in tattoos. Now I'm 35 and they're covered.
Man, I still want to get a ton of tattoos. But
that's weird,
for
right?
some reason,
I don't want to spend the money on it.
it's not even for me. It's not the money. It's the time.
Yeah, the time, and then
the time
you
to go
gotta
sit down.
Put stuff on it, and it hurts.
Yeah, it's like, what is it? Like a week of dealing with that, but that's still like, ugh. So I gotta sit for a few hours, and then I have to rub it for a week. Ugh.
Mine is the money thing, man. Like, I just don't want to spend money on that. I want to buy other things like chickens.
Yeah,
my hobbies have changed.
Like, I would love to get more tattoos, but yeah, there are other things I'd like to get into first.
I think tattoos are kind of when you're younger,
like a 20s thing.
Yeah, because when you're younger, you think you are the lead character in this movie called World or whatever. So everybody is looking at you, you think. So it's a kind of an attention getter. It's like you're a little bit different. You got tattoos. And then I think when you get older, you're like, I don't care.
Yeah. My wife is, I think in a week, she's finishing up her sleeve.
Yeah, you got to get going on that. I got so many unfinished. You got to do it too, man, or you just got stuff unfinished.
Well, she books her tattoo appointments like they're doctors or dentist appointments.
Mm-hmm.
Like
every 6 months.
Yeah, like she walks as she gets one done. She stops off at the reception desk and says, "When's your next opening?" Be like, "Oh, I got one in like 4 months." Be like, "I'll take it."
I had a van when my kids were younger, and I loved it. I never said I would date a guy with a mustache. Now I'm married to him.
Yeah, but he can get rid of it. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, that's hard.
I remember when Cora said my niece, when she was like 21, she would never date a guy with nose hair.
That's what do you mean?
Because I was shaving like my nose hair or whatever, and she's like, ew, I'll never date a guy that has nose hair. And I'm like, well, no, that's going to happen.
Yeah, that happens. And guess what, Cora? That's probably going to happen to you too.
Yeah. You're going to have hair in weird places.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I was raised in a very anti-war house and told myself if I would never join the military. And now I'm a 10-year veteran.
Oh, cool. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, now it's the money. I'd love to be even more covered, but think too practical now. That's the thing, especially when you have kids, because everything goes to them. It almost feels really selfish to get a tattoo.
Well, it is. I mean, it's only for you,
right? And then it's like, they got a birthday coming up.
Yeah. Or it's like, I could go spend $200 on this, or I could take the kids to Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, we could go out as a family, and it'd be a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that. Hey, Dewey wants to go for his birthday. Is it Minecraft? No,
the Mine Shaft.
Yeah, that's the one with the video games upstairs, right?
Yep.
That's kind of a cool place.
Super cool.
Do they have one around? I'm not going to this one, but do they have one around here?
Yeah, in Hartford.
Well, I know. I thought Hartford. I thought somebody said they have one around here.
They might. I don't know, but we just do Dave & Buster's.
Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is like kind of a nice restaurant. Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah. We went for
Is it an upstairs, downstairs?
No. It's more like just a bigger kid Chuck E. Cheese. I get so much anxiety because I love arcades. Always loved them. So I take my kid to the arcade, and she also loves it, but she's, almost 6. Mm-hmm. So she sucks at all the games.
And then do you feel like it's a little bit of a waste of money?
Well, like towards the end, she'll be like, I got to go to the bathroom. So then what I do is I take the card with all the tokens on it and I just start playing games to get a bunch of tickets on it. Like Kayla will run her to the bathroom, and I'm at like all of those easy 200 tickets things.
Yeah.
Because I know when she gets to the little area to get prizes, she wants to get things.
Now, is that Dave & Buster's? Like, this one is all restaurant downstairs, and upstairs is the big game room. Like, it's separated so you can have a nice family get together without the games going off in your ear.
Dave & Buster's is half and half.
Okay, so you can see the games from where you're sitting.
You can see the games from where you're sitting. To anybody with young kids, just do Chuck E. Cheese. I know you think it's trashy, but Chuck E. Cheese does time limit playing instead of tokens.
Oh, that's good. Well, they must have changed that from when I was doing it, because last time I went was in Green. They still got the one in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Okay, so however long ago that was.
Mm-hmm.
7 years ago?
Yeah, about 7 years.
When did they change this? Because that's a great...
No idea. But I remember I walked in there and it's like, do you want to pay for 45 minutes? And I was like, yeah, but how many tokens is that? It's like, no, you play as much as you can in 45 minutes. And I was like, oh, brilliant.
All the games?
Yeah, everything.
You get still tickets and stuff?
Yep.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, it's when you have little ones, so much better.
People are texting in saying that Mine Shaft is in Oshkosh. Is it
Oh.
the same thing that
Probably.
probably the same thing?
Maybe not upstairs, downstairs, but mine shaft.
Hey, remind me too in the next segment. Crap. Did I miss a live read? I hope not. Hold on. Oh, okay, I didn't. Remind me in that next segment. I want to give that tip that someone gave me when I was at Home Depot because I think that could help a lot of people out. I really do. It helped me out.
You for sure should give that tip out. Everybody would be thrilled to have your tip.
Would you take the tip?
I would love your tip. Your tip is so good. So good.
So you're saying you don't think a lot of people will be offended by my tip?
I think people would be like, "Oh man, Jake's going to give us his tip," but then they'll be like, "Thank God Jake gave me his tip."
It'll blow your mind.
Oh my God. Yes.
All right, we'll do it next. By the way, start and advance your career with the makers of Burnzo-Matic hand torches. Starting pay at $20 an hour with a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Apply at workforworthington.com. More of us next.
can't go to sleep. My problem right there.
I don't care.
Now go to sleep.
And I don't even care what people think. That is my favorite one that we
Easily.
have. It's so
Easily.
good. I never get sick of it.
That one, the Charlie Manson one.
Charlie's good.
Just because it's nonsense. Who knows if he could be like cursing the whole time. Don't care.
Hey, we got TV. You can watch us live in the studio. Please do. Make fun of us. We haven't heard yet how fat and ugly we look today. So get on there and tell us. Text TV to 71090. And that's sponsored by
Supply Plus.
Supply Plus. Supply Plus.
And then when you go on to the Supply Plus TV, you can call us on the Hexaco Motorsports phone line, 866-916-0959. Be like, you guys look super fat.
Yeah, you can do that. Why not?
Or if you're a coward, hit up the Corks and Caps text line,
That's fine, too.
71090. Tell us we look fat there.
You could be like, dude, how do you guys even fit into the Kelly Davies Homes studio? How do you fit in there together? Because you guys look so fat.
Yeah. Can't wait for Grainworks Old and News Beer Friday.
So we can get fatter.
So you guys need to cut back on your Grainworks Old and New Beer Fridays.
Yeah,
maybe switch to some Michelob Ultras.
Right. You know what? Why aren't you working harder at Planet Fitness?
Absolutely. You should be going to Planet Fitness. You know what you should do? You should take that $20 a day that Prospera Credit Union gives you take from Jake and Tanner. Go to a gym. Maybe buy some smoothies.
Yeah.
At Snaps and Wraps. You can do that.
Yeah, you know what? You probably, the cracks in your driveway that you probably made, and you had to hire Raise Right to come and fix that because you're so fat. That's what you guys are all thinking.
I know they are.
You had to go to WeRaiseRight.com and get a plan.
Get a plan, fix it up.
Fix the cracks that you made.
I'm just walking.
Yeah, I don't like this. It's making me feel bad.
Yeah, now I feel sad.
Dude, so yesterday, I got to go check on the bees. Okay?
Yep.
I think I told you that after our after show, by the way, who's sponsored by no one right now, but there is an opening for our after show podcast, or our at-home podcast, if you will. Right after I talked to you, I'm like, all right, I got to get going here. So I go out there. Sorry, I was like, did I post that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did. Okay.
You did.
So I go out there, and I got to get the feeders. So I open it up, and they're moving around a little bit today, okay?
Okay.
And so I open up, I take off the lid, and I take off the other lid, and my feeders are almost gone. I got to refill this. And I only have my gloves on, okay? Because I do feel like a bee whisperer at this time. And I grab the feeder, and I start shaking it a little bit, and the bees fall out, and they starting to get a little bit more and more mad.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden, I accidentally drop it. And, dude, the bees just can't. I felt like Macaulay Culkin.
I would have ran.
Oh, I did.
I did. Said, screw it.
And dude, and it felt weird because I thought they were my friends.
They're not.
No.
They're bees.
They're not. And I thought I had this. I was like, they're not going to do that to me because I was out there and I've been really confident with them, but they're actually really moving now.
Yeah.
And
they have little butt swords, man.
So I went and put on my suit. And I chased the dog around for a second because he's freaked out about my bee suit, even though he knows that I'm in it. But I think he immediately forgets it's me.
It looks like when you put on that suit, it looks like you're here to take E.T. to a special site to do autopsies on him.
Right. And so that's why the bees are so scared.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go out there in the bee suit, and this is the first time that I've been around them where they're trying to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
That they're
trying
angry.
to Macaulay Culkin you?
They're angry because now they're making things. The queen's laying eggs.
Yeah.
And I went over there and just damaged everything for a second.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the weirdest thing to sit, because I don't trust my suit yet. Because you got these things flying at you all around you, and everything in your head is going, because ever since you were a kid, you ran from bees.
Yeah, and you still should as an adult,
right?
By the way.
Well, and you do as an adult. You like freak out. And then I was apologizing to him when I didn't have my suit. I'm going, I'm sorry, because they were just like chasing me. Well, anyway, but you're hearing them, and they're trying to get into the suit.
Yeah.
it's terrifying to be in the eye of the bee storm.
Yeah.
It is until you get used to it. It's a thing that feels really weird.
Your bee hobby is so weird to me. You might as well have just told me you're going to start breeding horse flies.
Dude, I'm doing my good deed. Better than Pat's honey, man. It's going to be good too.
Your honey better be good.
Where did you probably didn't even ask about those labels?
No, Jake, make your own damn labels.
Yeah, but they probably have a ton laying around.
Yeah, for the honey that they make.
Yeah, but they got to have like a back room where they forgot where some labels are.
No, they're a business. They know what's up. They know where things are.
I actually really need to go chat with them and intern for them for a little bit so I can steal all of their knowledge.
I mean, they have a ton of it. They
Knowledge?
make so much honey.
God.
They make so much really good honey, like cream honey. It's creamy.
Yeah, and then I went and measured where I think my chicken coop's going to go, and I got plenty of section over there.
In a part of your yard where you don't know if it's your property?
That is very true. You've never said anything truer there. 'Cause I'm about ready to cut down some things. I don't want to cut too far because I still need some blockage. I don't want to see houses way, way off. So, yeah, that's a...
And you're trying to hide these from your neighbors.
Well, the chickens, yeah, but I'm gonna dress them up as a different animal. Then I don't have to tell them anything.
Like put little arms on them? Like, what are you going to do? Like, oh, they're my cats.
They're just my cats.
Yeah.
I could, dude.
Look
Don't
like
tell
chickens.
me if people can identify with anything, my chickens can identify as cats, and I don't have to. I do not have to tell my neighbors crap.
I think that there's a law, though, that you're not supposed to have a certain amount of cats in your house.
Well, they're not. They're outside. They're outside cats.
Yeah, but they would be yours.
Well, there are only 6 of them. Don't
You
put the
wanna get
chickens
6
by
now?
the bees. I didn't know that. We got to stop talking about this. We talk about this too much. But why don't I want to put the chickens by the bees? Will they eat them? Probably.
The bees would eat the chickens?
Take them away.
Honey tastes like chicken.
Yeah. All right, man. Anyway, what are you doing? How you doing?
Oh, fine. I think I'm getting my wife on board to selling pictures of her feet.
Nice, dude. Nice. Where am I at on that? Okay.
All she said was my feet are hideous, and they're not.
That's what Angie said about her feet.
Yeah.
I think they just want attention now.
Yeah, they do.
So that Home Depot tip
your
that I
tip.
have.
Which,
Okay.
by the way, if you give the best tips at Home Depot.
Yeah, a lot of I get a lot of tip there.
A lot of it.
From other people. Mm-hmm. This tip actually came from. This is an old man's tip, and
So it's been around the block. This has been tested.
well, he kind of looks around, and he's like, "I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to give you my tip." And I go, "Well, thank you, sir." So check this out. We went and bought. Maybe people know about this, but we went and bought our outside the little patio set. Okay, it's like, and then we bought a little fire pit for
Ring?
well, not a ring, but an actual one that you kind of just sit on the cement.
Oh, like a gas one?
No, not gas. It's still wood, but it's just case if we don't, because that fire pit of ours in the yard gets sometimes soaked, and it takes forever for the water to dry out.
Oh, look at me, I'm Jake. I got 2 fire pit money.
Yeah, well, the other one was
Fire
like
pits money.
It was like $40 or something like that on sale. Anyway, so we spent like $1,000 on the patio furniture. And all
Yeah.
that. So the guy comes up and he's like, "Did you know that we price match?" And I'm like, "Okay, I think I did."
Everybody price matches, idiot.
But they'll price match Menards 11%. So, and you got to wait a day, and you got a code on your receipt, and you go to like Home Depot 11%, and Menards is always doing like 11%.
Oh yeah.
And so we got a gift card coming in the next couple of weeks for like $111 or $100 or something like
Well,
that.
that's awesome.
$110.
That's amazing. That's such a good tip.
And they talk about the price match, but I don't think they talk so much about the 11% price
No, because they don't
match.
want to do that.
And it's so easy to spend $1,000 at Home Depot like that
Oh yeah.
instantly.
And then you get $110 back, and you go back there, and now you can pick up
whatever else you got to get.
Whatever for $100 and some odd.
It's cool, man. That's a really good tip, right?
That's a great tip.
That was a good old man tip.
That's a really good tip.
Feels good to get that tip.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I like Menards also, big time. That's my jam, but we don't have one close by Fredonia.
I like Menards strictly for the Christmas tree display.
Oh my God.
When
That makes you feel so nostalgic and warm.
When that pops up on November 1st, I am immediately in the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Immediately. I take my kids through it. And it's why
I know you can stay there for like ever. They're really good at that.
So good at it.
I don't know who their marketing manager is there that does all the decorations, but they're great.
Here's a tip.
Yeah.
At
Have
least
Christmas there. Just wake up. Family.
Go there. There is a area in most Menards that is upstairs where they keep all of their off-season stuff, and it's super on clearance.
What? You mean like a Cabela's like clearance room?
Yes.
Like way up in the corner?
It's upstairs.
Whoa.
Usually mine is...
What are you talking about upstairs?
Well, there's stairs and you go up them. I don't know how to
Oh.
explain that anymore, Jake.
Well, where is a Menards upstairs?
Oh my God, above everything else.
I know, but where?
Up!
I've never been to a Menards where you can go upstairs to a clearance
There
room.
is.
That's a lie.
It's over by the Christmas, at least mine in my area is over by the Christmas tree display because it has that roof there. And then you walk up the stairs, and especially when the Christmas trees are up, that's where you find all like the water wiggles and all the
Ooh.
RVs. So that's where all their off-season stuff is, and it's super on clearance.
I want to let's ask people if they got any. Can we have your tip?
Give us your tip.
We want your tip.
Just the tip, though.
Yeah, we don't want real quick, easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Call us 866-916-0959. What's your tip? I like store tips.
Store tips are money-saving tips.
Money saving tips.
So good.
Or you can always text us too. Corks and Caps text line 71090. Yeah, I didn't know that though.
Yeah, like I said, I've seen it at 3 different Menards. So I assume it's at most of them.
What is that grocery tip? Remember if you fill up 2 carts or something? Oh, what was it?
I don't know about
Basically thievery of a full cart of groceries. But it's so brilliant. Now, I don't want to give that tip. That sounds terrible.
I thought you were talking about the gas one that I told you about.
What one was that?
Where you fill up on both sides of the gas pump and then you stop them at the same time at the exact same total, and your bank will automatically kick one of them out.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they
That's
believe that
huge.
it's just been a double charge.
Hey, what's going on? What's your tip? Can we have it?
Yeah, so do not buy bananas from Target because they don't have, like, scales there, and they charge you per banana.
They do?
Oh, that's a good tip.
Yeah.
That's a
Wait,
good tip.
So how much is a banana at? I only buy my bananas at Quick Trip. They have a ridiculous... Do you know that's like their biggest selling thing at
Well,
Quick
yeah,
Trip?
because it's like 50 cents for a bushel of bananas. And also, Lady
charge
Moneybags
25
here,
per banana.
who can afford to grocery shop at a Target?
That's true.
Well, I used to work at Target. This is Nico. I used to work at Target, and they would charge 25 cents per banana. And so you'd get these poor little ladies coming up, and they'd be like, why am I paying $2 for all my bananas? And
I like this
I'd be
banana
like,
tip.
because we don't have scales.
You know what I'm sick of? I hate when you call in, Nico, and then we got to deal with about 50 texts talking about how they want you. I don't know why you've become the Jake and Tanner. Everybody
Thirst
wants,
trap.
thirst trap.
Everybody wants your OnlyFans to come back.
Oh, it went away.
I will be coming to the kickball game, so, I'll just hand that out on a little card.
Like pamphlets?
I love the pamphlets.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So you're coming to Dalton Palooza?
Yeah.
Nice. We should talk a little bit about Dalton coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, love you, Nico.
Yep, you'll see me there.
You want to know
Love
what's...
you. Bye.
You know what? You want to know what's just thievery?
What?
Rent a car the same as yours and swap out the tires.
Whoa. That is thievery, but that's kind of like
Kind of brilliant.
It's really brilliant. Hi, can we have your tip?
Hi. So my dad is a bargain shopper, and what he does is he will actually grab all the receipts from Home Depot, and then send them in for all those free gift cards.
So people just toss their receipts in the garbage. He takes them.
He takes them and he sends them in and gets all the gift cards.
Is he dumpster diving for these?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's not a bargain shopper. Like, that's not bargain shopper.
Kinda.
Well, not really. Bargain shopper is like, oh, I check on all of the deals to make sure that I'm getting the best price. She's like, he digs in the garbage and then gets gift cards. That's not bargain shopping. That's just a good idea.
Yeah.
You say your dad's
Thanks, appreciate
cheap.
it. I do. And then he's just sending them in for that 11% match or whatever.
Yeah.
Best tip, Culver's fries, you can get crispy. Did you know that?
No, I don't go to Culver's. I think Culver's is the most overrated food. I think people like Culver's too much. The burgers are fine.
I've never seen Culver's cannot be short-staffed. I've never
40
seen
of them.
How can they afford 40 people working there? And why does it take so damn long for my food?
Oh, because it's made to order. I don't care. That's not what I want. You have a drive-through window. Don't stick anything to my car. Just give me my flipping burger.
Yeah, that's true, man. If you have a drive-through window, there shall be no waiting.
No.
There is no waiting anymore.
If you have to pull forward...
You should get something free, right?
Yeah, I believe usually if it's like, hey, you got to pull forward, just dropping fries. If I got a medium fry, you give me a large.
Or you get a free... We're going to put it... Why are we accepting that as okay when we go through a drive-thru and they go, can you pull into number 1 or number 2, and then you got to wait 5 to 10 minutes? Because in Fredonia, that McDonald's is terrible with that. Terrible.
You know what the worst? I think this is the worst thing to ever happen to like local restaurants is that little square machine for your credit card, and then they flip the screen around. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because it always says, would you like to add a tip?
Mm-hmm. And then they're staring at you.
And then they stare at you, and I always feel obligated to add a tip, even if it is only 15%. And it's like $1 something, but it's like, when did we get so loose on tipping? I passed a Burger King the other day, and they, at the drive-thru window, said tips are appreciated.
I was at an oil change place, and they had a tip jar.
No, screw you.
That's what are you doing?
You're not a tipped worker. You don't make $2 an hour.
They put a tip jar out there.
The Subway in my town is a tip jar.
Dude,
what are you doing?
No. I think tipping
should
should
get a
be
tip jar.
gone. I don't believe in it. I know this fires people up, but I don't feel like I should go out and have to pay my waitresses or waiters salary. How in the world is that okay? How is that okay in America that we pay for that? And it's like, that's why they can get paid $3 an hour.
Once again, it all goes back to the Great Depression, and tipping started when gangsters would pay extra. They would give your waiter a little tip to treat them better. And then when the Great Depression happened, they were like, hey, you should start taking those because I'm not going to be able to pay you. And then we just never got rid of it.
I hate feeling the pressure of the tip, and then you just don't want, because it's already an annoying thing that you got to go out and pay for the food. I guess the thing is they'll just up the price of food, but I'd rather do
I'm okay with that.
I would rather do that.
I'm 100% okay with you raising the cost of food. Somebody said to give everybody at McDonald's, because they'd always complain like, you can't give everybody at McDonald's $15 an hour. Like, the price of sandwiches are going to go way up. They said to make up the money they would lose paying every employee they have at least $15 an hour, they'd have to raise the price of the Big Mac by 10 cents.
Oh,
just the Big Mac.
Well, that's all right.
Right?
Yeah, do that.
It's like, oh, they get a livable wage and I have to pay an extra dime. Guess what? They're going to raise that price anyway.
Hey, do you remember that? Here's a good tip. That those one guys went down to like Daytona and they rented a U-Haul for $20 or something like that.
I've heard of 18-year-olds renting U-Hauls because they need to rent a car, and you can't rent a car unless you're 25, so they'll go rent a U-Haul because it's only $20 a day, and you only have to be 18 to do that.
All right, we got to go. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Appleton area mime group, MIME, right? Yeah, probably. They're going to be here in a little bit, helping us play a game.
I think they were doing Armageddon.
Oh, outside right now?
Outside.
Okay.
Because, well, like I said, there's like 24, 25 of them out there.
Sure.
And I think it was the scene where Bruce Willis pushes Ben Affleck into the elevator.
That's a good one.
I could just tell. I could feel the emotion. I was crying.
I heard that Die Hard, I think with a Vengeance, maybe the one with Samuel L. Jackson.
That's the third one.
The third one. My God, that to me is one of the best. That's one of my favorites.
I've heard. I haven't watched the third one yet, but I've watched 1 and 2, and they're pretty much the same. Like they're pretty much the same quality.
Yeah,
I enjoy both of them. I heard the third one is just as good as the first two, and then they all drop off.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. But this one is just different than the first two. But side note, that was actually a Lethal Weapon script that was written for Lethal Weapon, and they didn't pick it up, and then somebody bought it and was like, I'm just making this a Die Hard script.
Well, that just goes to show you that those two franchises are virtually the same.
I love Lethal Weapon. I like Mel Gibson, though, man.
I like old Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson's great.
I like Mel Gibson after he got caught saying all those anti-Semitic things.
You like him after that?
Yeah, because I just feel like he's a little bit more grizzled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with Mel. Are you following the Johnny Depp thing?
Barely.
Me too. But by God, it's so weird. It's weird to see Depp a little heavier. He's got a little weight to him.
Well, he's 68 years old.
Well, that's what I mean, and he's still very Johnny Depp. And they were asking somebody in there, they're not allowed to stop, and like Johnny's not allowed to stop and take pictures or sign autographs. That's what the judge said, because they don't want it to become a thing.
Yeah, it's not a press thing. It's a court case.
Right. So they're sitting in court, and Amber Heard, oh my God, she has the biggest, what do you call that?
Ego?
No, RBF.
Oh.
Terrible. She is not going to win this.
No, she's just super unlikable, which is really crazy. Because if you would have told me like 10 years ago that Johnny Depp and another person will be in a court case together and Johnny Depp will be the likable one, I would have been like, that's impossible. Who is he in a court case with? Hitler?
Listen, I think that their relationship's super toxic, but I do feel like she's
the
full of
worst.
it. She's the worst.
I think they both suck, but I think she sucks more.
I think.
Why is he wearing like a crappy JCPenney suit?
Yeah, it's really big. He's got all his rings and his, thicker glasses. And, and they asked him about that. They go, Amber Heard shows up and she looks really professional, and Johnny just looks like Johnny. Do you think that hurts him? And they go, no, because the juror knows Johnny Depp as Johnny Depp. And if you look like you're trying to be somebody that you're not, you look automatically in their head, it's going to
look like you're lying.
It looks like you're lying or that you're fake. So you got to dress the part of how you've always been.
How do you get a jury for a case that big?
Yeah, because
you're supposed to get people that are impartial and don't know the defendant or anybody.
True, because you're going to know, like, if you're a Johnny Depp fan.
Yeah.
I guess you'd have to be truthful and go, yeah, I don't really know any of his movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of his movies, really.
Really, honestly, that's true. I didn't even think about that. That'd be tough to find a jury for that.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, Johnny Depp's defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard kicked off. And Johnny is suing Amber for
$50 million, right?
Right. I think it's 50. Then I heard 100. Anyway,
well, he lost out on like I said, those Fantastic Beasts movies, man. Like those, there's set to be 7 of those movies,
right?
And he got kicked out after the second one. So you can't tell me that I mean, because of her, he's losing out on way more than $50 million.
Her lawyer said that Johnny did sexually assault her after she confronted him about his drinking when they were in Australia in 2015. That is weird. That's weird to me. And again, if you listen to it and Johnny's being Johnny Depp and drunk and mad. Again, very toxic. I didn't hear any does that happen? Because I wouldn't go to the sexual assault. I mean, of course it happens, but that's weird. I wouldn't go to a sexual assault in an argument.
Well, that's such a hard thing to prove.
Go on.
To prove that he didn't.
That he didn't do it?
Yeah.
Well, isn't it hard to prove that he did?
No, that's not how that works. Because at this point, because what happens is now you have to prove a negative. You have to prove that something didn't happen, which is so hard to do. So it just becomes he said, she said. It would be like saying, "Oh, I have a gorilla in my yard," and then you being like, "No, you don't," and be like, "Well, prove I don't."
Well, prove you do.
But that's the thing. You're supposed to the proof is supposed to come from the person doing it, like saying like I'm supposed to come with the proof,
right?
But her saying like prove he didn't sexually assault me. Well, that's a dumb argument. It's so hard to prove a negative.
Isn't it weird though to sexually assault in the middle of an argument?
Yeah, that would be
like for me in my head I don't go to that.
I mean, maybe I have just by like in the middle of an argument you just honk the boobs just to try to lighten the tension. I mean, that's have you not done it? I mean, I have. It's a great way. It's a great way to end arguments. Another thing that Kayla and I did for a little bit was every time we started to get a fight, we'd get naked.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to fight with one another when you're both naked.
Yeah, no, that's I would never do that. That sounds stupid.
It's fun.
Because how in the world would you I would never be in the mood if I'm mad.
Really?
To take my clothes off.
Oh, you and I are different.
Yeah.
I like angry. I like it when you're a little mad.
Yeah, but it's just weird.
It depends on the argument.
It doesn't it'd just be weird start stripping in the middle of a fight.
Well, it's really weird if they come out and they're already naked and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And be like, "Oh God."
I guess he paid for like 5 penthouses for friends and family.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe she took advantage. Hi, what's going on? Cool. Dial tone. I love that.
They're our second most consistent caller right behind 3430.
Let's see here. Johnny's team went first in the opening statements. One of his lawyers said Amber just added the sexual assault to her claims because she panicked when she realized, quote, the seriousness of what she alleged, which I believe that.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I'm taking that. Like, she had to go further into it.
No, that's what I was saying. You throw that in there because it's so hard to say it didn't happen.
It's so extreme.
It's like you can't prove that it didn't happen, but you also can't prove that it did.
And so man versus woman.
And it just becomes, well, like maybe, I don't know. What is sexual assault anymore?
I don't know. And Johnny's rep said basically the same thing in the statement later, that the fictitious claims were never made at the onset of Amber's allegations in 2016. It's crazy. I bet you Johnny, the last thing he wants to do is deal with this. Do you think he was like, man, I made a mistake dating her?
Oh, for sure. For sure he did.
He even said, too, do you remember the audio? He's like, you have to, this is going to get bad.
This is
going to be bad for both of us.
Mm-hmm. Like
we should just handle this right now and end it.
And he sounded so, and she was the one who recorded that too.
Right, yeah.
So to me, that's like, oh, that was more evidence to me that Johnny Depp is not in the wrong as much because he didn't know it was being recorded and he was being such, like almost a gentleman about it. Like, this is going to get really bad. Like, this isn't going to be good for either of us, either of our careers. Let's just end this. And she thought, she was like, listen, he's admitting guilt. He doesn't want it to go to court. It's like, no, I think he's actually still trying to protect you.
What is she doing? Where is the crazy coming from? If she is completely lying, like what is going on?
I think the crazy comes from her being her being a model.
Yeah.
And being told yes. And then getting in a relationship with another person that's only ever been told yes.
You know how people get when they're hangry. She's got to be hungry all the time.
Well, did you see that poop? She's not eating.
Only cigarette butts.
Only cigarette butts, and she breathes through rice cakes.
That's it. I get it. You can live stream the action in the court TV website. That's weird too, because he did, like, his lawyer's like, Johnny from Pirates, Johnny from, like, he's name dropping all these movies.
What's eating Gilbert Grape? You know what's eating Johnny Depp today? Amber Heard's lies.
He just keeps putting in all these movies.
Pirates of the Caribbean, more like the Pirates of the is an absolute lying bee.
I really like that. All right. Hey, the Mime Group. We should try giving away tickets. They're at the door right now. We'll let them in next. Hang on. Hey, start and advance your career with makers of Burns-O-Matic hand torches. Starting pay at $20 an hour with $2,000 sign-on bonus. Apply at workforworthington.com. Let me put this contest into the system.
You know, Daddy likes a good contest.
That's right.
Especially when it's in.
We're giving away a family 4-pack to the Pet Expo.
Pexpo.
What?
Pexpo.
Friday, April 22nd through Sunday, April 24th at the new Resch Expo. Entertainment and, shopping to the Green Bay Pet Expo. So, cool. We're going to do this by, they're coming in right now. Hi, guys. This is the Appleton Area Mime Group.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Oh, my God. How many are there?
I told you, there's over 20 for sure.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God, it's so tight. It's so tight in here now.
Hi, guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. So the Mime Group's here. They're going to help act out a movie. And as they're acting out, you got to guess it. Whoever calls and guesses the movie is going to get that 4-pack.
Well,
the Expo tickets.
Really quick, Appleton Area Mime Group, introduce yourselves.
Oh, hey. You? Oh, no, the other one. I didn't get the other one. Yeah, him.
That one's funny.
That one's funny.
Yeah. So we got Carrie, Mary, Sherry, Terry, Barry,
What's the one?
Larry,
What's one in the back?
Miranda,
Okay.
Taylor, Tanner.
Hey!
We got Charles, Heather, Benny. Let's see. Another Jake.
That was
Wait.
Lenny.
Oh, Lenny,
Yeah.
Benny, Jake,
Jakes.
Blake.
Yep, Blake's here.
Mitch,
Yeah.
Matt, Cody,
Cody.
Travis.
Hey, Travis.
Travis.
3 Travises.
And then obviously Alexander.
Okay,
so thank you guys all for being here.
All right, guys, you're going to act out a movie, and we're going to guess what it is. Action! Oh, I don't know.
Well, this is tough.
I don't know the scene. Sounds
Okay.
like.
Okay, well,
Okay.
there's a lot of walking. That's weird.
Yeah.
Is that a magazine? Is that?
I don't know.
Is that what
I'm
that
not
symbol
sure.
is?
Do you think it would? Never mind.
What do you? What do you?
Well, I thought, but I don't know. That's right.
Oh, see, I thought it was.
Oh,
Yeah, that feels right, right?
All right, so here, call 866-916-0959. Let us know what movie you think it is. Hi, who's this?
Hey guys, it's Jim.
Jim, what movie you think it is?
Armageddon.
No, not Armageddon.
No, they were
sorry.
practicing that earlier, but it's around that same
Terminator.
time.
It's kind of around that same time, I would say.
Yeah, within 5 years of that one.
Yeah, but they're not in. No, they're on Earth.
Yeah,
nobody's in space.
Yeah, they're definitely on Earth.
right. Hi, what movie do you think it is?
That's obviously Forrest Gump.
No, colder.
Colder. Let me see something
For
really
sure.
quick.
I don't think that they share any actors.
No, definitely not. Definitely
don't.
2 different movies.
Yeah, completely different.
Okay. Hi, what movie do you think it is?
A Quiet Place.
No, I see where
No.
you're going with that, but no, definitely older than A Quiet Place. That's way too new for this
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
You're about 20
sorry.
years too late.
Yeah, 15 to 20, somewhere around there.
Yeah. Hi, what movie do you think it is?
Hey, it's Silence of the Lambs.
No, not
No.
Silence of the Lambs, but I think that's same kind of letter. I think that isn't.
Yeah,
this,
I mean,
the
it starts
first-
with the same-
It starts with the same letter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all playing guitars now. Oh, they're all playing.
Oh! Dead giveaway. Dead. What's he doing? I can't see the computer screen.
I'm sorry. It gets me every now and then.
Oh.
Whenever I get super happy.
Hey, what movie do you think it is?
Jerry Maguire.
No, Jerry doesn't start with an S.
Yeah, no.
Thank you, Lo. I really
Why-
appreciate it.
Do you know why Travis number 2 over there is like doing this, like pounding something? Like it looks like he's pounding something
Pounding
into the ground.
sand? Pounding Sand?
Yeah, something like that, like pounding sand or pounding something.
I do know. I think I know why.
You
I think
you
it's
know it
trying to
now?
attract.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes
kind
sense.
of attract something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, what movie do you think it is?
Oh, that was obviously School of Rock.
No, it wasn't School of Rock,
but
good with the S.
I mean, you got the good with
And
the S and music.
Music kind of involved.
Right,
you know,
right.
Maybe with the title, not so much the plot.
Yeah, I would say that one. Hi, what movie do you think it is?
Sound of Music?
No, that's really old. We're looking like this from what we're seeing. Like
I
in
would think.
early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. I don't know exactly when.
I mean, music. No, yeah, I was going to say, well, he's got it good with the S and then the music in the title,
Yeah,
kind of.
I guess
but
it
I mean,
makes sense.
Makes a little sense, but music's not in the title.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, look at the text line really quick. The top text. Hi, what movie do you think it is?
It's Sweet Home Alabama.
Yes! It's so obviously Sweet Home Alabama.
Who's this?
It's Jim.
All right, Jim, hang on real quick. How did you get it? Just putting it all together?
Yeah.
It's just easy, right? I mean, if you squint your ears hard enough, you can
Right, for
you
sure.
can hear the mime group.
I mean, just pay attention to the mime's movements.
Yeah, that's it. Hang on real quick. We'll get all the info. Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
Okay, bye. Bye, Travis.
Bye, Travis.
Bye, Travis.
Bye,
Bye, Travis. Bye, Jake. Bye, Lenny. Bye, Benny.
Yeah.
Bye, Leonard.
Yeah.
Bye, Jake. Bye, Tanner. Bye, Taylor. Bye, Mary. Bye, Kayla.
Bye, Larry. Did you say Larry?
Yeah,
Oh,
Larry.
Larry's
Bye,
gone.
Larry. Barry.
Yeah, it's really
Gary.
hard. Yeah, Gary.
See you guys all
Go,
later.
Gary.
Sorry if I missed
Bye, guys. What do they all drive in one car?
Well, they're not clowns, Jake.
Well, what did they drive in?
It's a bus.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Well, they all pretend like they're on a bus, and then they all just walk down the road.
I'd love to see that. All right, hey, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're looking for an investment property or your dream home, Kelly Davies Homes team, Landshore Realty, man, they take really good care of you.
They really do. They make sure that they find you your dream home, your other home.
You know what some people call it?
What?
Happy endings. Because you're so happy with the Kelly Davies Homes team, Landshore Realty, at the end. You are. It's a happy ending for everybody.
Well, they're selling a house every 3 days, and they put $35,000 a month into marketing. How could that not be a happy ending?
They sell and they will they'll find that unicorn property. They're giving you a happy ending.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Flip house, first house, unicorn property, dream house, like happy endings all around.
All around. They closed out 2021 with over 45 million in sales. What? That's just so much.
That's so much.
And they spend over $35,000 per month on marketing. The average agent spends $250 per month on marketing. They're spending $35,000.
See, that's the thing. Kelly Davies is giving the happy endings that they're not trying to like keep a secret.
That's right.
They want everybody to know.
Yep. Check them out. Kelly Davies Homes Team, Landshore Realty. You can find them on Facebook. Perfect network for people like us because it's made by people like us. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless. He sold a Decanter he once used to Sarah, who was in the market for a more relaxing hobby, eBay. Whew. Sell something and make room for something new. eBay it forward. And while we can't prevent moments of vulnerability, we can make them better. Kleenex. We're here for you. And we always have been. Greg, I need to say the tag, and it'd be better without the music, probably. Or, yeah, just get louder. Perfect. The Intel V Pro platform. We know because we are 7-Eleven, and we might know you better than you know yourself. Come to Planet Fitness and find your own length. With tons of equipment, free fitness training. The Highlander also has loads of space. No. Oh, hang on. No. Hey, Chad, why don't you move one more row back, buddy? Thanks, Chad. Oh, yeah. Did I mention? Highlander also comes with third row seating, which is a perfect place for Chad, your daughter's new boyfriend. Now, that's my kind of recipe. Order now at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut. We're just a little bit away for the Keywords for Cash. Top of the hour, top of the 9 a.m. hour, we're going to give you a keyword. Just text in to 71090, and then, up to $250 Monday through Thursday. $1,000 we give away on Friday. Speaking of money, we're going to be doing a take from Jake and Tanner this hour, too. Yep.
By the way,
real things happening. What's going on?
I have your next hobby.
Yeah, okay.
And I think I've told you about this before, and I think you should really get into it.
Yeah, okay.
Sap collecting.
Oh, yeah, I want to do that. I just don't have any.
You don't have the land for it?
I don't have the trees.
I think the next time you buy a house, like your final house that you get with all your land, needs to have a bunch of maple trees on it.
Yeah,
so you can start brewing your own maple syrup.
I got a neighbor that does that. He's got maple trees.
Is it the same one with the bees?
Darren just did it this weekend. I went over to his house and he was whipping up some syrup.
Pat's Honey also dabbles in maple syrup. It's really good maple syrup. It's real maple syrup. Now, granted, I like the corn syrup stuff, the stuff that's just sugar. Mm-hmm. But I could just see.
You like the ones that are just with cancer cells?
Yeah,
just give me all the cancer
cells. With it. I'm fine with it. I like putting things that are just chock full of preservatives because then my insides are preserved.
I get it.
But I could just see you're out, and like I said, my image for you.
Don't do it because it's just going to make me want to stop doing radio right now.
Is you go out to your land. Yeah. You got about 5 acres, right? That's enough.
Yeah.
And you go to your back.
I want to do about 15.
Okay, you go back. You're back 5 acres. All your bees.
Right.
But on the way, you're like
buses of bees.
Yeah. On the which, by the way, that's how Pat's keeps their bees. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, okay, good.
Because I'm going to have better than Pat's buses.
Well, then you need to have limos of bees.
They're all fancy, and like washing the cars.
You got your little UTV and all your silver little buckets.
I like what's happening here.
And it's like, before I check on my bees and my chickens, I got to make sure my buckets are flowing.
Yeah, go collect that syrup, baby.
Yeah. I think
good retirement.
It's just driving around.
I like it.
And then every day for breakfast, you have some toast with honey on it.
Eggs,
Short-
fresh farm or farm fresh eggs.
Yep, farm fresh eggs that are caged because, once again, the best tasting eggs are the ones that don't feel like freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And then with a nice short stack of flapjacks.
I really like it.
With Jake's Icky Sticky on it.
Better than Pat's Icky Sticky. Just all my products are going to say better than Pat's,
Yep.
even if they don't even dabble in it.
Better than Pat's eggs. We don't have eggs!
My God, I am so tired. During that conversation, I wanted to doze. Not
Because I
saying it was
relaxed.
bad.
No,
You
I
just-
relaxed you so
I'm
much.
just- I want to take a little nap. See,
Your every day would just be filled with little odd jobs. And you got your dog with you. It's not Dozer. He's long dead.
oh yeah,
But you got a dog with you.
or
And he
probably a collie.
Yes!
Yeah.
I also see a collie in your
I can-
future.
mhm. Hey, I gotta. What is this? I like how the trees don't sting you, and yet you get something sweet in return. Yeah.
That is nice.
So there's a divorce lawyer, okay, on TikTok, and she's catching some heat after naming the top jobs you should avoid in a spouse
Okay.
because they tend to lead to the messiest divorces.
Okay.
And she claims these are all based on statistics and personal experience after her doing this for so many years.
Yeah.
Okay. I got the top jobs women should avoid in a spouse.
Police officer.
Okay, so I got. Let me just see here. 1, 2, 3. I got 5 of them. Okay.
Okay.
So should avoid in a spouse, and they all have to do with men who tend to be more narcissistic and controlling in these careers.
Okay. I think I can name all 5.
By the way, play on the text line 2-7-10-90. Again, these are the careers women should avoid in a man because it's narcissistic and controlling, and it's a very, very messy divorce.
Police officer.
Police officer
Gotta be on
is
the list.
number 4.
Number 4.
Cops are number 4.
Doctors.
Surgeons. Number 2. Yeah, definitely, right? They got that
They got that God
narcissistic.
complex.
Yeah.
Lawyers.
Nope.
No, not on there.
No.
Let's go with realtors.
Nope.
Construction workers.
No. You're gonna
Radio hosts.
No, when I say this, you're gonna be like, well, pilots.
Oh.
Narcissistic.
Oh, for sure.
Dude, and I know only one pilot in my life, and boy, does he like his money. He's a very, very nice guy. Very nice guy, but I do feel like that guy's a little narcissistic.
Probably.
He's doing something not a lot of people can do, and he makes a ton of money doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and it's not that the jobs do that, but it's the type of person is attracted to that job.
Right.
Two
more. What do you think?
Okay. We already said cop, surgeon, pilot. So let's go with dentist.
No, boy, you would think that one would have been on there.
Chiropractor.
No, God.
Those guys have God complexes. Oh, if I crack your knuckles, you won't get cancer. Shut up.
Women should avoid spouses. Marie says that. Let me re-say that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so tired. My mouth's
Re-says
not
it
working.
for me, please.
Yeah, I will. Okay. This divorce lawyer or whatever she is, she practices family law. She says the jobs women should avoid in spouses all have to do with men who tend to be more narcissistic and controlling. Pilot, surgeon, cops.
News anchor.
Nope. Fireman.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Those guys all think they're better than you.
And I want to, in this one, and I will agree with on this, military.
Yeah.
Very messy divorce. They're dealing with stuff that nobody else has dealt with.
Yep.
And as much as you want to say it, you military people do have you're a little narcissist.
For sure you have an ego.
There. Yeah.
For sure you do. I mean, let's be honest. At this point, we're not in a war. So you're not going to defend the country. Like, there's nobody attacking us right now.
Now, I love military.
Me too.
I have a military family.
So do I.
Okay.
So if you're not going for any sort of war or to defend our country in any way, like of an imminent threat, then you're just going because you want to be thanked every time you go into a Denny's.
Well, well, and also they probably, you know, there's the I'm not saying all military people, but I'm taking what my brother and my dad did. They didn't know what they wanted to do. And
Yeah,
so
there's that too.
this was a thing
Gives
that
you purpose.
they got to do, and they really like it. My dad was like,
Oh yeah.
lean green Marine, and he bled all that. He was very proud to be a Marine.
Yeah, every friend or family that I know are extremely proud to be in the military, and you should be. It is something definitely.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, I ain't built for that.
Ooh.
Because even if there isn't a war going on at the time, I don't want to be in one.
No.
Like right now, I am in such terrible physical shape that even if there is a draft, I'm going to show up and they're going to be like, "Nah, you good."
I love that top text here. They're guessing the jobs, and it just said men named Jeff. All right, so after the video went viral on this, people kept asking her to name the top jobs for women that men should avoid because of how messy a divorce is.
Stay-at-home mom.
You must have watched this.
No.
Yeah, you had to.
No.
Because nobody would have guessed that.
I guess stay-at-home mom.
You are so full of it.
I swear on everything I
You
have.
are so full of it.
That I did not watch that.
You had
Otherwise,
to
I would have
have.
got the other ones. I say stay-at-home mom because I have been on their case forever.
What does that mean?
Because I don't think that you should be a stay-at-home mom once your kids go to school.
Oh, no, they're saying the messiest divorces are from stay-at-home moms. Because when you go to divorce them, they have nothing.
Oh, they want to get everything.
I can
they
tell
wanna
how
still
you're
be a
talking that you saw that
I
video.
didn't see it.
You saw that
I
video.
didn't see it.
You did.
No way.
Why are you lying?
I'm not lying. I didn't see the video.
That would make sense, though, right?
Yeah, that they would want everything. Because
they don't have anything.
If you're a stay-at-home mom,
And then
the last thing you want to do is go back to not being at home all the time.
Question, let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you think stay-at-home moms, out of all the jobs, if you want to consider that a job, drinking wine and napping, just kidding. Terrible. We're offending everybody. Does you think they're more likely to have an affair if their husband are working? Well, let's take your route. If their kids are in school and you're still a stay-at-home mom.
Yes. Because I think at some point you're starved for any kind of attention. Because your husband has to work a lot.
If you were a
Maybe he
stay-at-home
doesn't
mom,
have to work a lot, but he is working a lot. Like if your husband's working a ton so you can stay home with the kids.
Sure. If you were a stay-at-home mom.
If I was?
Yep, if you were.
Okay.
And your husband, when your kids are in school and your husband's at work, would you find somebody to drink wine with all day long? Because I would. I would
All
become
day.
the biggest drunk.
Oh, for sure.
Be all sad when my husband was coming home.
Once again,
or the kids.
It's cute when stay-at-home moms are like, we have wine for lunch, but like if a bunch of dads are like, we have beer for lunch every day, then it's like, oh, we're dirt people, we're bad
terrible
dads. But stay-at-home moms get to do it with wine, and they're like, oh, you guys just need to unwind a little bit.
Well, maybe because, well, I don't know really. I was going to say because stay-at-home moms can probably have a couple glasses. Dads will just get crunk.
Yeah.
Do we still say that?
I mean, we do.
Okay.
As this show, we say getting crunk, lit up, lady, a little.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, if I was a stay-at-home mom, I'd find another stay-at-home mom.
Mm-hmm. And just get tanked
at like 9.
Well, what I'm saying, yeah, especially if all your kids are in school. What are you doing? Because like
you're just drinking wine. That's what you're doing.
After you clean the house, like if you're good at cleaning the house, and I guess here's the thing. I guess if you're in a relationship where you can be a stay-at-home mom, your house is probably pretty nice. Like he probably makes a pretty good living to where you have a decent-sized house.
Or you're just scraping by. Or you know what I mean? Because it's like you're just living kind of paycheck to paycheck, and if they go into daycare, it's pointless because your whole paycheck would just pay for that.
Yeah, so you might as well quit.
But I look at it, I kind of I feel it more your way for some reason.
Like where it's the suburban mom.
Right.
Yeah. After you clean your house, which if any house you could probably clean
2
top
hours.
to bottom 2 hours.
You're getting drunk on wine.
Kids go to school at 8. Say you clean from 8 to 10. Say 10:30. Okay, now what? Price is Right's not even over yet.
Coming from a woman in the military, men in the military are some of the most narcissistic people I've ever met. Hey, what's going on?
So, part of a factor that you don't take into account is the women who get trapped into being stay-at-home moms because the husbands are so narcissistic that when they try to get jobs, they convince them that they shouldn't be working, so they get stuck at home, and then they aren't able to actually do anything. And that's one of those things that when they finally do get the courage to actually leave the relationship, it is very messy because he is so awful.
That's
and
weird. That's weird.
like,
That's weird to hear that because if my wife, if she was a stay-at-home mom and she wanted to, and the kids were in school and she's like, hey, I want to go back to work and get into whatever, I'd be like, okay,
no, it's a power complex.
That's weird. That's weird.
Guess
It literally is
it's
keeping
owning them.
the person exactly where you want them, and they're completely debilitated from doing anything. I lived it. I have talked to other mothers who've been through it. It's a horrible, horrible place to be.
So
Very
basically,
awful reality.
this is someone that's extremely controlling and wants basically you to have no freedom.
Yes. And even when I had tried to get a job, he sabotaged it and said that he'd have to work overtime, so then I wasn't able to go in for my shifts. And, like, he refused to actually allow me to get a job when the kids were, like, in a period of time that they were in school. No, it's one of those things that it's a very, very bad reality that happens often.
Was he doing it because he thought you may leave him for somebody else?
Yes.
That's there's got to be a ton of insecurities.
Majority of narcissists are so completely insecure that they are so full of themselves. They actually completely hate themselves because of the fact of, like, what they, like, it's a really, really bizarre dynamic. Like, no.
I wonder why that is. I wonder why, like, you're married to him, everything's going okay or whatever, and then he's so insecure that you're going to leave him.
Yeah, you had to have had a bit of a like you had to kind of
warning. No, so
really?
there's this,
So it went from
this dynamic.
Sorry, it went from you guys dating. It went from you guys dating.
There's this thing called.
Hey, God, hold on. Let Tanner speak for just a second.
Just 2 seconds. It went from you guys dating, you thinking this guy, I want to spend the rest of my life with this guy. Let's have kids together, and then like a light switch, he just flipped and was like, "No, you don't get to work anymore."
That's part of the thing is that they do is that they convince you that, like, they do this thing called love bombing. They hype you up. They make you think that it's a very, very interesting thing. And then there's also this aspect of actually manipulating you into thinking that you can't talk to anybody about, like, you'll see these red flags of things that are going wrong, and so you'll try to talk about it, and then they'll convince you not to talk to any of your friends or family about it. And so you're stuck in this place of, okay, well, it's not that big of a deal. And then, like, it's a very, very slow, really messed up degrade.
So did you feel you were really...
how you end up from A to B.
So you were really secluded, and did you feel very alone in this relationship?
Yes, but no, because every time I would be able to see actually my friends or family is one of those things that he had to be there all the time. And so that's where it's just like, no, I just love spending time with you. No, it's a mental mind game of actually being able to keep a person from unable to actually talk about the things that are going on, should they actually have the courage to say what's going on.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah.
It's so weird that there are couples out there that are like that. Like you and I don't want to go. Like my wife's going to go hang out with friends. I want to be there because I like spending time with her. But you're like, you won't even let me go see people without him.
Yeah, that is a thing. Like,
that should be a red flag
if we're kayaking, or if like she's going out kayaking with her friends or whatever, I get bummed out because
I want to go.
I want to kayak with you. Like we don't like. I would like to spend that time, but it's not like where I like.
That's a very different dynamic, though. Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess so.
So, how long have you been divorced? I just want to ask that now.
It's been 5 years that I've been separated from it, and I just finally got the courage to actually file for divorce. So
good for you.
It was very terrifying. So,
all right. Well, he sounds terrible and fat, so we don't like him. Thank you. Love you.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I love Lindsay's. This is one of my favorites. Doesn't this make you want to become a stay-at-home dad? Like if you and I live by each other.
Okay.
Me and my best friend did this last year before she moved. The kids would get on the bus and we would start with mimosas and then on to wine while we helped each other cook and clean each other's houses, half in the bag.
That sounds awesome.
Doesn't that sound so fun to do that with a friend?
Yeah. Every day?
Yeah, come on now.
Oh
Wisconsin,
my God.
right? That's what I always say.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of is. For sure.
Should we take one more?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
What's the worst that could happen?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm just calling about the stay-at-home dad thing. I'm currently doing that, and my kids are in school.
So your wife is the one that obviously is making the money.
Right. Yep.
And you're staying. So what do you do to keep busy? If you were to drink wine or beer, would you get looked at from
I
your
don't do
wife
that.
like, what are you doing?
No, I mean probably not. I chose not to do that. Like a while ago, my kids were first born, and they were really young. I quit drinking for a little bit.
Oh, really?
It's always good to
but-
recalibrate
yeah,
around
'cause
that time.
Yeah, I figured like it'd be too easy to do that during the day, and so I just chose to quit altogether. I do drink again now, but I still don't drink during the day at all.
What are you doing? What are you doing during the day?
Woodworking.
So, well, no. See, my daughter is the youngest, and she just started going to kindergarten this year, and it was a tough time to like try to find a new job like during the day or like a part-time job because of COVID. So you never know if like they're gonna be like out for like a period of time or whatever, and have to like take off anyway. So I just stayed this year for sure, not working, but I do occasionally do like a side gig like Uber or something like that. I'll like pick up Uber Eats during the day or whatever and do that while they're in school.
What does your wife do?
She's a nurse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, because you just started. Like you just started being a stay-at-home dad where there's no kids.
Well, this year, yeah, it was the first year that they were both in school for first full time. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, doing the Uber would be really easy. Like, there's almost no excuse to not do that.
Dude, when your kids get into school, man, I'm telling you, you gotta get a hobby because it's so easy. I'm not kidding you. Like, I got to be careful with this too because
I
it's
have
so
6 years.
well, but it's so easy to go home. We're home at noonish, sunny out. Nobody else is around. You're just kind of waiting. The kids are riding their bike home from school or whatever. It's easy to grab and have a couple beers.
The upside for me is I have nobody around me that could possibly drink with me.
No.
Because you have every now and then somebody will
Well,
come home
sure.
at like
Oh,
noon,
yeah.
or
Oh,
they'll
yeah,
come
yeah.
home at like 1 or 2.
But like I told you, I'm starting to get way too comfortable and just having a few beers
only get
by
one life,
myself.
Jake.
That's true.
you only get one life.
Might as well be drunk the whole time.
Yeah,
No, that's
everything
terrible.
everything at the end of this could be black.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it this way, Jake. Nobody knows how heaven works. What if you get to the pearly gates and St. Peter is sitting there and he opens up your file and it shoots up in front of you, big scroll, and it's like, well, you need to have 100,000 beers to get into heaven, and it looks like you're at 999,990. If you would have had 10 more, you would have got into heaven. Sorry, bud, you're going straight to hell. Boom, done.
We need to start beer Tuesday or Wednesdays, man. Wasted Wednesdays. Yeah.
Wasted Wednesday. Because, I mean,
It's
we
true.
don't know. We don't know.
Well, you just talked me into it.
Thank you.
This is Jake and Tanner Show. right, man. Yeah, cool beans. It's the Jake and Tanner show. We're 29 minutes away from that keyword for cash. We give away $250 a day. $1,000 on Friday. Lordy.
That's 100. That's 110. That's $100.
Oh yeah. Hey, we're gonna do a take from Jake and Tanner here in just a little bit too. Dompalooza on the way. How far are we out?
Oh God, not that far. Let me just count.
By the way, is Kyle dead? I haven't heard from Kyle on delay in a long time.
He's on vacation.
Oh, he is?
Oh,
Still?
he was. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and a half weeks.
We're 18 and a half weeks away from the biggest carpet remote on the planet.
Of all time. Of all time.
Dolan got a hold of us a while ago and was like, hey, are you guys available to do a remote sometime in August, Saturday? We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know exactly when the date is? Because
yeah,
I
August
forgot.
27th.
Yeah, it's August 27th. Where's it going to be at?
It's going to be at the Sunset Park in Kimberly.
That's right. And they had to move it to a park just to how big this got.
You got insane. You got cray-cray.
A lot of things happening out there. I just got a babysitter. We just got one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
I
already
got my
booked.
hotel and everything,
It's already
too.
booked. Yeah, I got to do that soon. Hey, what's going on?
Hi, it's Kyle on delay. Just confirming I'm not dead.
Oh, are you still on vacation?
No, we just came back on Sunday. But
Why
I'm
you-
off for 2 weeks yet, so.
Oh, so
Well, you're off for another 2 weeks?
Yep.
How many weeks of vacation do you get a year?
Oh, this wasn't vacation. It was paternity leave. So I took a whole month for the baby being born in November.
Nice.
You absolute liar.
I mean-
your kid was born in what, November?
Yep, and then you have a full year to take baby bonding leave, and you have 6 weeks of it to use.
Whoa, do you get paid for it?
No, but I took it during tax time, so we used our tax refund, and I'm living on
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Living in a different world. I remember going to ask for that. I was like, hey, do we get paternity leave? And the guy's like, okay. Your wife's for that.
Yeah, that's
what do you need
did
it
your
for?
job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have taken 2 weeks at KTI, but I took a week and a half, and then here I took 1 week. I think I could have gotten 2.
Yeah, I'm sure you could have. Hey, Metaverse. I didn't even think about this.
Okay.
Because I always thought Metaverse was just to bully other people in a weird world. You know what I mean?
100% what it is. I don't care what anybody says. I hopped in Horizons, which is the Facebook-owned version of like Rec Room and stuff like that.
So what do you do there?
You play games. You can go to hangout areas and stuff like that. And it's
do you talk to people?
Oh yeah, and it's proximity chat too. So you'll hear like a kid screaming from across the map, and then it'll get louder and louder and louder. And then they'll come up to you and they'll make fun of your avatar, and then they'll like pretend to slap you and stuff like that, and they'll call you the N-word, and it is insane to be in VR. Nobody acts right. Nobody acts
I mean,
right.
what do they think? I mean, nobody's going to, right?
No.
I mean, you know that right away.
Like I said, whenever I hop into my poker thing, it plops you into a lobby, and immediately like 4 people come up and just start air humping you. That's just what they do. It's what, and then you have to do it because everybody does it to you. So then when somebody pops up in front of you, you just sit there and you go.
Because you don't want to be the old one. You don't want to be the left out.
Yeah, you don't want to be the nerd and not humping people.
Yeah, all right. I thought I was going to get an Oculus for my daughter for her birthday. Now, not anymore.
It is an odd place to be.
So
fun, but odd.
Dude, what they're doing, 5 schools are going to be opening up for this.
That's brilliant.
Is that not cool? I didn't even think about that. Like, you get to go, and they're like talking about, you have a teacher up there doing a lecture, and instead of looking at a textbook, you're just going to be at home and you'll be holding a molecule and being like able to separate it and see it instead of just like looking through it.
In the Battle of Gettysburg. I can't wait for sex ed. That one's going to be a fun one.
Dude, I didn't even think about about that. You actually get to be right there in the war. At your house.
Yeah, at your house. You're in the trenches.
That is wild. That is so crazy to think about.
Dude, wait a minute. Everybody will be living the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We'll all be able to hop on a bus, and you'll have some nerdy ginger being like, this isn't a normal field trip. And everybody will be like, not with the frizz. And then we all just shrink down, and then we go through the lung.
Yeah.
And we learn about the lung. Oh, not us anymore. We had to learn from books and paper.
Dude. And then, I'm sure there's going to be some colleges that you need hands-on.
I would hope like I can't get a doctorate in my Oculus.
Yeah, but maybe it's going to get to a point when at that time you can. 30 years from now, the avatars are just going to get better. The metaverse is just going to get better and better.
30 years from now, the only people that'll be working at hospitals are robot technicians.
Yep.
And be like, okay, I'm just making sure this robot works.
It's crazy. All right. We had to keep this one short. We got to do a take from Jake and Tanner here in a few. What are we at? 60?
$60.
$60. We're going to try giving away. Give it away
now. Well, later.
Here in the just the next segment. Hold on. Where's my promo? There it is. Hey, start and advance your career with the makers of Burns-O-Matic hand torches. Starting pay at $20 an hour with $2,000 sign-on bonus. Apply at workforworthington.com. Oh man, we're tad early, I guess.
But that's okay.
That's all right for Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage personal guidance through all your life stages to help connect the dots in your financial journey.
Boop, 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 boop,
What's new?
There's a smell in my van.
Ew.
And I don't know what it is. We've taken everything out. We've cleaned, and there's just a stink coming from it. And I don't know. I don't want to go get it detailed and
that costs
professionally
too
cleaned.
much, man. My dad's a drug dealer. Did I ever tell you that? That's what he used to do.
Detail cars?
Detailed cars. He lived in the ground. Did I tell you that? It was like on the side of a hill. His house was crazy, man.
There was a school up by us that was built in a hill.
Yeah.
And they thought it was so cool. And then, like, 10 years after it was built, like, all the walls were covered in mildew because it's too much moisture.
866-916-0959. Let's play a game here. Let's try giving away some money. Hi, what's going on?
Hey, we're gonna play.
Sure.
Jacob Tanner.
Yeah, who's this?
Travis.
Kevin? Travis.
Close.
Travis, it says right here in your bio that you killed a man back in 1986.
That's Kevin, and it's true.
All right.
Never
Just any
take my
reason?
Power Wheels.
All right. Travis, let's get going on this. Tanner's going to leave the room. We need him out of here because he's going to get asked the same exact questions. If he heard him, it'd be called cheating. We don't want to do that, Travis. You got as long as you want on each one of these questions. But remember, time does play a factor because at the very end of this, we're going to grade these all together. And if there's a tie, the lowest time will win. If you say pass, that's fine, but we don't come back to the answer, so pass will be your answer. Does that make sense?
Makes that perfect sense.
All right, Travis, good luck. $60 edition to take from Jake and Tanner will begin in 3, 2, 1. Above 5,000 feet, coffee beans tend to develop a high level of what?
Acidity.
Who played Dorothy Gale in the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz?
Pass.
What state can you find the world's longest operating Santa school?
Wisconsin.
What is the literary term for a play on words?
Pun.
What is the name for the fingers of a fork?
Fingers on a fork? Spike.
Time. Wait, what did you say?
Spike.
Spikes?
Yeah.
Okay. Tanner! All right, here we go. We're going to put you on hold. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. You ready?
Yeah, just a bit shaken up.
Why? What happened?
It's just... Dude, I hate when Cutter breakdances in the hallway.
Did he bring his little cardboard
He
thing?
brought his cardboard and he calls people out.
Yeah, did you do it?
He called me Scatty Legs.
Yeah, okay.
I hate that.
Yeah, that's a fun nickname.
He's like, hey, Scatty Legs, can you do this? And he pops
I
and
don't know. I don't
locks.
even know what that means, but I really like it. I
I
like
was
Scatty.
like, walked away. It just sucks, man. It's a hostile work environment when he's out there.
Very toxic. 3, 2, 1. Above 5,000 feet, coffee beans tend to develop a high level of what?
Acidity.
Who played Dorothy Gale in the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz?
Pass.
What state can you find the world's longest operating Santa school?
Feels like a California thing.
What is the literary term for a play on words?
Pun.
What is the name for the fingers of a fork?
Prongs.
Time. All right, Travis. See if you're getting $60 today.
You got this, Travis.
Above 5,000 feet, coffee beans to develop a high level of what? Travis said acidity. Tanner said acidity. That's what I got going on right now. That's exactly what it is.
All right.
Who played Dorothy Gale in the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz?
This is going to kill me.
Travis passed. Tanner passed. Judy Garland.
Judy Garland!
What state can you find the world's longest operating Santa school? Travis said Wisconsin. Tanner said California. Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Tied at 1. What is a literary term for a play on words? You both said pun. Yeah, you're both correct. 2-2, tie ball game.
Yeah,
what is the
okay.
name of the fingers of a fork? Travis said spikes. Tanner said prongs. Tines.
Stupid.
Tied ball game at 2. Travis,
That's
Tanner, we go to time now.
We haven't done this in a minute. I usually been mopping the floor with y'all fools.
56.24. Travis just got 56.24. Tanner, you were at 40.
Hey, sorry, Travis.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Not even close, bruh.
Take care. That's fun. That was fun. Now we're at $80. $80 we're going to be playing for when we play, tomorrow? Is that
Yeah.
right? Is tomorrow Thursday already?
It is.
Oh, I like that.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, don't forget we do these at-home podcasts. You can be a part of that. Text LINK, LINK to 71090. Get the hookup. Come join us. Be that person that everybody loves. And also know the keyword for cash is coming up next. Top of the 9 a.m. hour. Listen for the keyword. Win $250. It's that easy.